Hey everyone, welcome back to Explorers of Earthsea where I, Arshian, bring together several friends from across the internet to play a TTRPG show.
And also host a cooking show, apparently.
I did not have a good shirt today, and I needed something to clip my lab onto, and all I have is my Chocobo apron. So
Mix.
So I decided to just keep it as comfy as possible. So if you guys see a Chocobo, that's the reason why. My friends, I have a few announcements, and then we'll get on into game. So first, at the top of my long list, long and short of it, all of our stuff over on Patreon. If you guys are interested in checking out everything that we do, specifically when it comes to uploads, I have now been able to directly upload D6 episodes over on Patreon. And we're given like 100 hours a month to do that, so I find it very useful for that purpose. So now I can start scheduling things over on YouTube ahead of time, so I don't have to worry about being inaccurate about my scheduling times anymore. So if you guys are interested in checking out any of our episodes a week ahead of time, they always go up over on the Patreon around 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. Eastern time, as well as our extras, because these we do some editing. We have about like 5-10 minutes before we start an episode, and then we have about 15-20 minutes in the middle when we go to break. So if you guys are interested in listening to a whole bunch of us just, sit around and be like silly in a not RP form, that faff about, you guys can check us out. The D6 extras, or EOE extras as they will be known for the next campaign, will be there. Check it out. Look forward to it. Available for our Patreons.
Sometimes they're really funny.
Yes. I'm trying to figure out if I could start doing like shorts of them again.
Your mic is cutting
Your
out.
audio cut.
Uh-oh.
We gotta get that wire replaced.
Back. Yeah.
Yeah, did you lean on it? Did you lean on it or something?
No, the wire is fraying, so I had to put an order in at the beginning of the game because I just finally noticed it. So like it'll be here tomorrow, so thank God. Hopefully it'll be here before.
We'll give it a test. We'll give it a test run when it arrives.
Yeah, it's probably the main reason why the microphone cuts out every now and again. So on top of that, speaking of some other stuff EOE related, we are now in the process of filming our character sessions for the next campaign. To those of you who don't know, I thought it a fun and creative way to start doing character sessions for our D&D shows. We already did it for, of course, Frontiers here. We are looking forward to doing them again for the next campaign, and a new lineup of characters for the new age of Exodus. So if you guys want to start catching those early, they will start getting uploaded towards the beginning of next year, I believe. There's a few other things that need to get taken care of. I might also be getting my molars removed around that time, so we'll be seeing when the upload schedule happens. But if you guys want to start catching anything as early as possible, there is links. Go check them out. Alright, podcast stuff. If you guys are interested in only listening to the audio format, we are available on almost all major audio platforms. I am currently still trying to figure out how to do the RSS feed for the Patreon at the moment, but if you're interested in checking it out, we're over on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and other podcast platforms that catch our RSS feed. They go.
You get your podcast.
Yeah, wherever you get your podcast. They go up at 6 a.m. Pacific time and 9 a.m. Eastern time on Saturdays, and then following that will be the next episode that comes out over on Sunday. All right. Then, let's see, we also have our sponsors. I'm going to be relatively quick with them. You guys already know about Volante Design. I absolutely love them. They're really cool. They're really cool in their clothing. They make clothing that lasts and are fighting against the fast fashion scene. I am going to be getting a new shirt from them relatively soon. I thought it was relatively cool because everything that they have going on right now is going on sale. An entire line of Augment is on sale right now. If you want to go check it out, there are steep discounts from 50% to 25%. Check it out. Use the code D6EOE and you'll get 10% off, and we get a 10% kickback. Helps us out over on the show. Speaking of...
Be advised, though, some of those things are going to be going and not coming back. These are very unique pieces. So, if you want one, better grab it before they go, because it's gonna be gone.
Yep. Forever. And then let me tell you, when there is something from Volante that you wish you bought years ago and it's gone now, you'll feel it. Anyways, and also not gonna forget about our wonderful friends over at EM Publishing, who release the Level Up Advanced 5th Edition system, which we will be using for our next campaign. As I said before, you guys have been checking it out. I know you guys haven't bought anything yet. You're probably waiting until we actually start playing along. But if you guys are just interested, at least probably get the PDF. I know I've gotten the physical versions of a lot of the books, and hopefully more books as they come out. But if you guys are interested in checking out just the PDF, the PDFs are like $28, $27, give or take. So if you guys are just interested in checking out a updated 5th edition system, all of it is backwards compatible, and it lets you just kind of expand more on how you want to play your game. So yeah, I think that's about it. How are we all feeling?
Feeling
all
pretty
right.
good.
I have no strong feelings, one of any kind.
One way or the other.
I forgot to mention, Caitlin, you're here. You showed up.
Hi,
Caitlin.
She
Yeah,
is.
hi.
I'm not. You don't know that.
We're all hallucinating.
Yeah, the not a Eladrin fucking archfey sitting on the screen right now. All right, that being said, all right, friends, let's jump into today's session of Explorers of Earthsheim. So, where we had last left off. As the Wandering Vanguard make their way to the Bordean Seas in order to face off against one of the first three major titans that have lurked within the star since the beginning. After a long and hard-fought battle and a bit of a chase, Wandering Vanguard succeed in their task, as well as Citra defeating the well-known threat that was Godbrand Greasewine. After a little bit of congregation and conversation, you all stay the night within Excelsium. During this time, Dagix
Your audio's gone.
Oh.
Yeah, I
During
was
this
cutting
time-
you in towards the
Yeah.
very end there.
It's alright.
It's one of those things where you gotta wind the wire around just so.
I get it. We all know the issue of a headphone doing the same thing.
Yeah.
If you're old
Yeah.
enough to experience that, you know the pain.
Do you have
Anyways.
electrical tape?
Electrical tape will not fix this.
Damn.
Yeah. Unfortunately. But. Dagix, who had finally officially proposed to Citra, and Canis, who in the late night felt the soul of his son Benidictus pass into his domain. As the moments pass, night comes to an end. The new dawn begins. And you find yourselves within the Sultanate of Excelsium. With probably the exception of Canis, given his presence on Mount Celestia at the moment.
Grandpa's missing. Oh no!
Do you want us to start saying something, or?
Well, at this point, it's up to you guys if you decide to come back together and start making your next rounds of plans.
Well, if anything else, Winry is just getting breakfast first.
I mean, after that big ass fight, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
She's got to refuel. She used a lot of energy.
You guys fought a titan. I fought a god. We had
And
a
a
great time.
hurricane.
And a hurricane, yes.
I think Ari is going to tell the others what she heard.
Teacher's just showing Winry around what food is this, what food is that.
Are any of these particularly spicy? Because I want to try them.
The food not so much, but for more, I would say the sauces can be. She points each one out.
Cool, I'll give these a shot.
Have fun.
Gets like a little, tiny little
Is having flashbacks
sample,
to
a little
Lobondel and
tiny
everyone
sample.
dying.
Just
Yeah.
Like, okay.
she'll get a little sample of each sauce. She's gonna pick out her favorites.
As the two of you find yourself collecting your breakfasts, Arya, you make your way out into the major area, the throne room, as you guys had before, and just kind of take a spot. And Nyx and Salazar, I imagine you two are making your way there as well.
Yes, for planning and stuff.
And a dog.
Nice.
My goodness.
This sultanate dog
Sweet
running
babies.
around barking.
Yeah. You guys do notice, Canis is yet to make his way here yet.
Maybe he's just sleeping it off. He did get thrown at a Titan and other things
And a
several
ship.
times.
It exploded in his face 10 feet away.
That too. You're not here, so shush.
Yeah.
I
No,
get to
he's
say it
just
this
saying.
time. I know. Is Dagex also with, or he's just busy now? Again.
No, he's with you guys. I would say, for the sake of it, he's he's currently walking it off.
Yep.
Given that me and you, we've had a conversation of the implication after the proposal.
Yep.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Fade to black.
Nyx will kind of bring out the map, just like to try to get everybody in the mindset of planning for the next 2 or 3 like big fights, and discuss if we are going how are we going to tackle the rock.
Well, you're taking the spear for this one, right? Like, Nick's speaking directly to Nick about this.
Mm-hmm. I believe so, since
we'll have stuff
only
for the
one other
ice,
has.
right?
Yes,
Okay.
since only Winry and myself can become immune to ice.
I'll do my best to make sure he hits you guys a little less.
Yeah, Canis has already mentioned to us that falling doesn't, like, hurt us. I mean, it still hurts, but, like, it doesn't do any, like, lasting damage. But I'd still rather not plummet out of the sky.
Yeah, I'd prefer not to as well.
Thankfully,
Canis
we do have
typically,
a
is
thankfully we do have
early
a
bird.
flagship, so.
Mutters to Salazar going, none of this is spicy, but those sauces are, so don't touch them.
Winry just
I can handle a little spice. What I can't handle is being poisoned.
You sell some
Actually, I can
spices.
handle that as well.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that. Like, wait a
Winry
minute.
just taking her breakfast and sampling the various quote-unquote spicy things.
Well, these are, like, less spicy. These are... At least 2 of those are near the level of what River gave. So don't touch those specifically.
Right.
I'm just trying to look out for you. You did not handle that well.
Freaking lands face down on the table.
He was dying actively that episode. Is Canis still asleep?
I don't know.
Usually older people are very early risers.
Census sending. Hey, Canis, are you good? Not thinking he's on a different plane of existence, but...
Yeah, he doesn't respond because he's not on the same plane of existence as you.
I mean, you still have to roll it's like a 5% chance.
Yeah, there's a failure chance.
Oh.
Although
Yeah.
I don't think the spell tells you if that's the reason for it.
It just says 5% chance.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't tell you. You don't sense if it
Yeah.
has gone through or not.
Yeah. She'll just probably assume he's asleep if he doesn't answer.
71.
So I do hear it?
I believe it's only a 5% chance of success.
Yeah.
5% chance
It's like
of failure.
rolling a 1 on a d20. That's it.
It's a 5% chance of failure.
There's a
It says on
there's
the-
a 5% chance that the message doesn't arrive.
Not the other way around.
So it succeeds.
Okay.
I'm attending matters on Celestia.
Oh. Is everything okay?
No.
Is it okay to ask, or you'll explain later?
I will explain later.
Gotcha. And she'll look to everyone else. So he's on Celestia right now, and it's not for good reason.
Oh.
He will explain later.
Oh, jeez.
That's not good.
No.
Nyx kind of raises an eyebrow.
She's looking at next to you, like,
Whatever it is, it must be pretty important.
let's
We can
not
catch him up.
Yeah, let's not catastrophize just yet. Let's focus on what we can control, which is our next steps.
On that topic, I heard something last.
What you cut out? What was that?
I heard something last night.
Like here or?
There was a prayer from Imperia, the Mother of Rocks.
Oh no.
She said the Cloudtop for help.
Teacher's looking at Nyx like,
Like, immediately, like right now? We were gonna plan for that.
yeah, but
I also did see a vision of the King of Rock looking really pissed off. So it seemed somewhat time.
and then the Tarask is also either out of the ground or about to, and the Cloudtop is also in that area.
Oh, boy.
I'm not going to make decisions for the whole group, but I will suggest that I'm going to go there to make sure they're okay.
Yeah, if you can check on them, and if we are desperately needed, then we can change plans.
I've lost enough people in my life. I'd rather go make sure my friend and his people are fine.
Yeah, you go. We'll see you in a bit, Citra.
However, the Cloudtop has a world tree in it. You might want to check up on it.
I guess I should probably visit as well.
Unless anyone else has other places to go, I guess we could go there and I'll let Venus know where we're at.
Is there any other things that we need to do before we start dispersing?
We'll finish breakfast.
A good chunk of worry still kind of looms over Vale. It probably wouldn't be bad to go back, and considering that if you guys are probably going to be up against another Titan, given the struggle you had already with the Kraken, it probably wouldn't be bad for you guys to have an individual with certain long-range capabilities.
Elena! So, Vale and the Cloudtop, which thankfully are all on the same continent, it's not too hard for us to get around, so do we want to split up, or do we want to stay in one group?
I believe we have to split up.
Okay.
Only because we want to first check out if the Cloudtop is being attacked as we speak, and if they need to start on preparation, or if we need to start on preparations right away for an inevitable attack while we
But
gather
also-
other forces.
But also to make sure Imperia's...
Yes.
How do we want to do that?
I will go with you to the Cloudtop. What about the rest of you?
Well, I'm not sure where we should go, but
Vale needs to be let know it's going well. If
I
something's
can-
wrong with Canis, then they should also probably go talk to Elena, who's also in Vale.
I guess I can pop by Vale and let them know what's going on. I don't have all the context that you guys have.
I don't have context what's going on with Canis either, but it seems like the rock is also connected to the Alernon area, which, yeah. Did I just lose Ozzy's audio or just went quiet?
No, it's just quiet.
Oh, okay. I panicked for a second, like, don't you dare!
Everyone's trying to be decisive, and nobody wants to be decisive.
All right.
Next already chose.
Yeah.
Like, it's up to everyone else what they want to do.
That leaves Arya and Salazar. What do you wish to do?
I'm going with Max.
Arya?
I'll go with you, Citra.
Okay, so it looks like the bunch of us, Winry, you're gonna go to Vale, and I guess...
I don't think Winry should go alone.
No. Then we'll go to Cloudtop first. Maybe Canis will meet up with us together, and then we'll head to Vale.
I
Or do we
really
do
don't
Vale?
think that's a good idea if we have time as the essence here.
I mean, we can all teleport, so if I just
It's not
have
a matter
to...
of teleport. It's a matter of what we can get done in a short period of time. If Cloudtop is being attacked, we do not have time to teleport. But we do still need to warn Vale.
She's gonna message Canis again. To tell him to go to Vale and kind of catch up on what the decisions are in, like, very basic terms for now.
Okay.
When he's done.
Yeah. Canis is gonna go to Vale, which means meet up with Helena.
All right. Well, I can meet with Helena there and then wait for Canis.
Well, as all of you prepare, Daggix is also going to go back to Vale. Just for now.
He's gonna meet up with Helena then?
Yeah.
Good to have a friendly face.
And teacher just kind of like give him a hug. Be careful. It looks like we have to fight over one continent now.
That is a concern I am taking into account. But, it's also in the meantime, I think it would probably be best for me to just stay in Vale for a little while. Everything here in Acelsium can be handled by Sov.
Mm-hmm.
See his... Oh, yep, nope, should be good.
You better be good. Scared me way too much during that last fight.
Oh.
It just actually pinches him.
Right.
And as for Ignis,
As for me,
you want to help out here or go with one of us?
that is a good question.
Or check it your wife first, then figure something out while it's slightly quiet.
Probably would not be bad. I'll return back to Homegay.
Alright. Sends a quick message. Hey Leo, don't panic, but a few of us are about to show up at your Cloudtop.
Alright. So, let's start with one side of the continent. Let's see. Where are you? There we are. As Winry, Daggix, Canis, as you all return to Vale, you find yourself walking through the castle halls, and you can see that there are many a chamberlain that kind of just are whispering about what's been going on. You can hear that there's been a matter that has happened up north. As you, Canis, as you walk, you can feel as if the very weight of the ground cannot support you. Your very presence commands a heavy toll. As you go through and enter within the main throne room area, you can see like just this washed and melancholy aura that just seeps from Helena.
Helena slowly. Oh, go ahead.
So I take it you already know.
She just kind of slowly turns to him, and sure enough, she's a wreck. It's clear she's been crying.
I'll bring her in and hug her.
She returns it. She just starts absolutely bawling into his chest. What happened?
I barely know. I talked to him in Celestia, and he has barely any idea as to what happened.
She kind of just blindly reaches over to her desk, and she'll pull out a few papers. Got some news here and there. Holds them up. They knew they were coming. I don't know how. They seem to be prepared.
The thought comes to mind, Canis, as history kind of bites at you. There's only one person where you felt like there was this air of threat between you two, and that man still sits outside this city's walls now.
We need to be more careful of how we speak. I don't know how, but I believe Lucian found out shortly after I made the plan to send Benedictus to deal with it.
She wipes her face. I've already started making a few plans. Here and there where I can. Where we can spare it. And there's a steely kind of determination that kind of washes over. And I plan to get him. Benny. I'm not letting him rot out there. He's coming home. I'm going to get him.
As you notice that there is also just this deeply, angered Bolaro as he kind of just sits on his throne. There is this narrow, awaiting for some kind of presence to come.
Ansel just cock his head to look at him. Yes.
As the king still sits outside my walls, I'm not sure how to approach this next interaction.
Do you know the answer you want to give him?
At this point, no. I don't think I want to acquiesce to the brutish nature of a kingdom if they are going to be openly willing to attack like that, but the question is why? Why would they even attack to begin with? Vale sent no orders. We've certainly didn't ask any of you to send Benidictus or this particular ally that flew alongside him.
It sounds like a conqueror's mentality. Bow down, or I'll make sure you bow down. I've faced one of those before.
I think the only way we can get a proper answer is if we ask the man himself or somebody with relative authority to that.
She's like she's twisting some of the papers in her fists. I plan on exchanging a few words, yes.
I'll have the king commanded here then. We will get the answers from, I suppose, the horse's mouth. As you see, as he beckons to one of the many messengers that kind of just align these halls. And after just kind of whispering a few words, you see as he disappears into the halls of the kingdom. Not to sound rude, but I also hope that there might be some good information since you all seemingly returned from the attack of a Titan.
First one has been slain, yes.
And we have plans on how to take care of the others. We're still refining them, but...
It's good. I've been hearing a few things as well around the kingdom. A number of my astrologians, as they had sought knowledge of the stars, they've given me a rather grim disposition. A bright red star has been streaking across the sky. This is often a warning of a great threat. I understand that there is the dreadnought still looming over our heads, but if that is its calling, whatever is happening, it is happening soon. So for now, I've commanded a number of my own legions, guards, and as well as requesting the assistance of the Coven of Vale to assure that everything within Vale remains upright and steady.
It's good to be cautious. In these uncertain times, opportunists will stand up and try to take what they believe is due to them.
In the meantime, though, as he looks towards you, Canis and Helena, I've made
That's some very cheery music.
I understand.
Everything's fine and nothing can go wrong.
Bar just wanders by.
On a lighter note,
Do you mind?
I've made a couple of requests, specifically of Ellen, to have her not be present here within Vale whilst these matters are being concluded. So she has relocated to an unspecified location, guarded by some of the most well-known adventurers well within here of Vale. So, if you wish to still communicate with her, you're more than welcome to. I just prefer that she is not present for whatever madness that may come, given her status.
Very well done.
That said, our next move.
Well, just so that you're appraised of everything that's happening. The reason not all of us are present is because a bunch of us went over to Cloudtop. There's some trouble going on there, so they're still reachable, but that's where everyone is, just in case.
Very good. As you praise him of this information, you hear as one of the guards towards the doors kind of call out, "The arrival of the Chancellor of Orifheim is here. He wishes to speak plainly." Let him in. You see as the heavy doors kind of just split open. As they grind across, you see a very tall Goliath man. Kind of just dressed in these opulent clothes as he just plainly walks in, looking towards all of you. Hello! Hello there. You and you. And you also notice he is not surrounded by any guards, especially as Chancellor. As he walks and kind of like makes his way towards the center right here, like right in front of all of you. As his head turns a bit, you see as Belara looks deeply confused. Is King Lucius so bold as to send his Chancellor with no guard to speak of? As the Goliath man looks at all of you, well, it is an honor to be acknowledged by the great King Home, but do allow me to stand on ceremony and introduce myself nonetheless. My name is Lord Havicent Alucard of House Alucard II. And I have come here in hopes of extending a measure of peace to you two.
Helena slowly picks up the paper with the news of Benedictus. She's gonna storm up to him and she's going to shove the paper into his chest.
As you do, you standing up next to this 8-foot-tall Goliath man. Wow. As he kind of takes the papers as he reads them through. Ah, yes. That is certainly what had happened. Much apologies, Your Majesty. Dick. And I truly do mean that. As he kind of folds it in half and hands it back to you.
Who?
You.
No. She asked him. Who?
I am afraid that I can't just hand out secret military details like that. Considering the fact it was your son and what was it? Glacial trucks that attacked the peace envoy?
Yeah. Oh,
They're not here.
I know. I'm just angry.
I'll look something up real quick. I have mind stuff.
Yeah.
Something fable shit.
Considering the fact that we sent an entire legion, a neutrality act alongside them, to be attacked by a pair of dragons would be considered quite an act of war. But, quite luckily, I do imagine that this Benidictus and Glacial Trucks do not represent the greater whole of Dracovania at the moment, and therefore we have continued to push forward under the pretense that King Lucius wishes to ask for something in return for the trouble.
Of course he does.
Well, it was you that sent them to their death, my lord. Do you think that a legion facing up against dragons were just going to be equipped with simple steel and wooden boards?
Why would they be so prepared if they're a peace envoy?
It's Dracovania. Dragons can be quite frisky things.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly, if all of you have had some measure of adventure, you've probably faced a dragon once or twice that have saw fit to execute their own will upon those they see as less than. Of course, because we have always felt a certain measure of instability, especially with a sword hanging over our heads for the past 5 decades or so, we thought it best to start making preparations as early as possible. Since, no. World cannot be at peace if there is always the threat of war.
And just being an independent country is an act of war.
That is quite the opposite of what we think. We think a unified nation is far more powerful. We have enemies to the south, as all of you are aware. They have grown more advanced as the years go by. And obviously, we can't just simply settle for stones and simple steel anymore. So, this is the reason why we would have preferred Dracovania to remain as neutral as possible. We simply don't want to start a fight. And as such, we continue to extend that offer even today.
For a price, I assume.
Oh, yes, of course. Nearly forgot. The one little tidbit in return for the signing of the Neutrality Act. Since you, Lord Canis, will eventually become king and handle this situation as diplomatically as possible, I imagine. Lord Lucius has offered you one thing in return, should you sign that Neutrality Act. He will hand you back your son's body. And a dick! Oh,
Winry is
before I
biting
forget,
the inside of her cheek right now.
as he leans over, he pulls out a bag of holding, and he pulls out 3 boxes. As he places them on the ground in front of you, Helena, each one. Lady Helena, much as I do deeply appreciate your zealotry, as he taps his staff down just a bit, you see as all 3 boxes open. You look down and you see the heads of 3 of your assassins.
Can you make a wisdom saving throw for me, please?
Of course.
Let's go! Can you make him fail too as a god?
I'm not a god yet.
Oh, well.
You are an archfey.
I don't. We never went over anything for her, so.
31.
Alright.
Fuck off.
He does see the little headpiece flash, but nothing happens.
Trying to command me, are you?
No. As a matter of fact, I wasn't.
Well,
Doesn't matter. I don't need this to do what I wanted. She reaches up and she'll, like, just gently place a hand on this man's arm.
you feel, as you place your hand there, an intense cold. Like icy cold.
I don't think you know this yet, but you've made the biggest mistake of your life.
I want you to understand that I personally do not wish for the outcome that had happened. I merely represent the government of my country.
No. You don't understand. You and your commander have made the biggest mistake of your life.
It's either sign the Neutrality Act, as he kind of just like steps back from you, or we will do what kingdoms of old have done to dragons for centuries. You would know that, Lord Canis.
I might also assume that we are given a rather short time constraint for this choice as well.
The envoy will last there for as long as I desire. So, I will probably give you 72 hours to consider your options, after which, and you see as kind of the head tilts and you see the light leave the eyes a bit. We will strip Glacial Trox and Benedictus for parts. And then arm our soldiers in their scales and use their bones for our steel. You see, Lady Helena, it was not us that made a mistake here. It was your husband. That all said, as you see his color kind of just return to him, "72 hours. After which you will, we'll find out what happens next." And you see as he looks towards Bolaro, and you can see the yellow that glows from his eyes, much like Arya's, becomes like fucking high beams. Permission to leave. And see just the faintest nod for thank you. As the being turns and walks out of the throne room.
As soon as the door closes behind him, Winry is going to look to Helena and Canis. Whatever you want to do, I'm backing you on this.
Thank you. However, first off, looks at Balaro. What kind of wards do you have in this room to prevent eavesdropping?
Enough. Certainly only those who have private access to me are capable of communicating with me, but beyond that, this room is warded for scrying, mostly, and that's about it.
So, just a few bits of knowledge that ideas for Canis. Back when I was in Celestia, did Bahamut have a horde?
Yes, I imagine.
He is a dragon.
Yeah, I'm thinking like that's probably where it would have been.
Yeah.
Well, one, I'm thinking diamonds for the resurrections that will probably have to occur. The other is, if I look and just see the giant pile of money like Smaug sitting on the pile of money in the dwarf fortress, I'm guessing that's what was there.
Yes. However, you've never found the complication of reviving a humanoid. Most humanoid creatures often, their souls can be pulled back through the veil. And this was during also a time where a goddess of death was pretty prominent in her capabilities within the world.
Mm-hmm.
This is not that world right now. The only reason why you were able to bring back Alois was because you had a body and you had the soul physically already there. And you had a being that was able to harbor that soul for the time being.
Hey, Citra, you want to do it again?
This is not that case.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to bring back Benidictus, you're going to need his soul, and you're going to need his body.
Okay.
Citra will do whatever. I can promise you that. The only characters that I have that spell is Aspen.
Now, also Tangent, which also helps with this whole war problem. How much adamantine can Canis make in a day?
I imagine it's probably not a day thing. It's probably like a once a month thing. Because it's kind of like shedding your scales.
Okay, but that's still at least a decent amount.
Yeah, a pretty fucking decent amount.
Okay.
Oh, also, side player talk. We also do have a nice, safe place where we can keep a couple dragons. AKA Salazar's lab.
Also true.
Also, side thing, and I realize this would probably take a little bit of side time, but since apparently I am Archfey, do I have any extra goodies to play with, so that I know?
I will give you
that was also a question I had.
Yes.
Your Fey Ascendant sheet next week, because today is mostly going to be like RP, I imagine.
Yeah. That's fair. In which case, I'll have to let you fill in some blanks for me. Is there any way any toy that Helena can use that where she thinks she can get to Benny fast. Get to Benny fast, basically.
Mal, I sent you a message just so.
Yeah. I mean, you would have the natural capacity to kind of teleport. It's just the problem is that you don't know where the body is now. And considering that there was enough soldiers to deal with an ancient white dragon, whatever it is that you guys decide to cross might be a bit of a risk to step into.
Now, again, related to the Fae stuff, how much control do Archfey have over the whole time dilation thing with the Fae realm and all that?
Usually those of extremely powerful Archfey are capable of kind of bending that a bit. In Helena's case, because she's a young Archfey, she hasn't gotten there just yet. It's much like what you guys are kind of dealing with right now. Your godly forms are not the equivalent of, that of the size of Titans because you're young gods. For Helena, it's the same thing. She's a young Archfey in this sense.
Mm-hmm.
If I
Scribe.
Oh.
And more specifically, is it possible for me to scry on a dead body?
I think it needs to be a living creature or creature.
I mean, they can't make the saving throw.
Yeah. True.
It doesn't say, strictly speaking. So
I don't think you only need to use scry on a person. I think you can do it on a place as well. Hang on.
I mean,
scrying.
Another thing, Wenry has storm clouds as one of her envoys. As the goddess.
It is a creature.
She could probably
lightning spirits are technically for you. They create the storms. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess any storms that exist, she might be able to peer into.
Instead of targeting a creature, you can choose a location that you have seen before.
That's the issue there, then.
That's the thing, though. It just says a creature.
Yeah, and
it doesn't say
a creature, but it doesn't say a live
just,
creature.
Just to be clear, corpses are considered in D&D as an object.
That is true.
It's true.
And I was about to say that.
Object has a very short. Yeah.
You can use them as
object
shield.
also has a very short range.
This is the reason
That's
why
locate
this is the reason why you
object has a
can't
short range,
scry for an ancient magical item. You just can't do that. Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna pivot. I'm gonna scry on this Lucius guy.
Let's see. He needs to make the save, right?
Yeah.
Be aware of it, yes.
Let's see. To be aware of it. I imagine the Bullia's eyes do not have super high.
No, there's a good chance he'll make it, but she's a desperate mama.
18. I think if it's awakened, it was supposed to be somewhere 15, and then if it's exhausted, it's supposed to be 17.
Yeah, so he just makes it.
Yeah.
Darn.
So he is aware that you are scrying on him, and it's not like he isn't magically inclined either.
Which is fair, but she just wants to see if she can get a glimpse of Benny.
Yeah. As your eyes, the very sight of you leaves your body, and it streaks across the sky of Vale down to this encampment that sits outside the gates. There is a very obvious presence where it's a very patient man. And he's in his own private tent at the moment as he awaits, and you see as the Chancellor enters within. I have unfortunately delivered the bad news. And you see as the king kind of just opens his eyes. Shame. Either which way. Lord Canis is not king just yet. We can just tell the royal family of this little incident, and I'm relatively sure they'll see it our way, regardless. I'm also relatively sure that the Dravanian conclave will see it our way as well. They prefer not to cause conflict at the moment, but be prepared for anything. Inform your father. So he nods and he leaves the tent. Before his eyes look at you, Elena. I truly am sorry for what happened. I would have preferred this to have never happened, but this is not ambition. This is preparing for a new world. And I am done with Al-Anon being
He can
split.
probably feel it viciously cut off.
And as you do, it's just pulls back.
She's gonna start going to her desk and she's gonna do some rapid fire letters. I already kind of told you what she was going to prepare to do, Yarrow.
Yeah.
She's implementing it now.
I do have one idea that I've had since speaking with Lucius before, and since we're going to be likely needing a standard army to attack Roya soon. Are you able to contact the other Archfey to have us get a bit of leeway with the slowing down time?
She doesn't pick her head up from writing, but she nods. I can try.
I may be able to supply enough adamantium for a legion of troops. I'm in relatively good standing with the Queen of Arcadia, and I have Bahamut's horde that I can look upon to pay them. We send Arcadian smiths to the Feywild. They use the adamantine I supply, and I use Dracovanian soldiers, and we have a legion within days.
If necessary, I can also tap into Mumgrir's horde.
See as Balaro kind of raises his head as he looks at you, Canis. Will you just... Lord Canis, are you serious?
Yes.
Did you just not listen to a single thing that just happened? And I mean this kindly, sir. You sent Benidictus and Glacial Chalks to attack a peace envoy. A peace envoy that was heading to Dracovania, who will absolutely inform the royal family, who will then inform the Dravanian conclave, who will then probably see you as unfit to be king.
Helena's holding up her letters.
Balaro, how much do you believe is at stake with just this war?
Possibly too much. I
What do you think will happen if the Titans are dealt with first? Do you think any of this war would matter?
I think it will. Right now, the world is in turmoil. And the more that you try and fight against all of this, you're spreading yourself too thin. You should be focusing on the Titans, while people like me should be focusing on other kingdoms.
Might have at least a little bit of a point. She turns to Canis. The Titans are the most important. She reaches up and she touches his face. You fought for me. For the Feywild. I'm going to do the same for you here. If needs be. And she kind of gives at least a little bit of a cocky grin. You know me. I'm able to slip out of trouble better than anybody. I can do it. I can do it quietly. And nobody will ever know.
I think
I
you
know.
should also handle the Titans as well, Lady Helena. More importantly, I'm not saying just roll over and accept whatever demands, but if Dracovanian efforts are not at the back of Vale, we will be fine. We now have an entire sea between us and the mainland. And if I can continue to expect the same level of support from Lowbondle, we can create an Eastern coalition, have a pretense of neutrality.
That is true. We can lie. It's just paper.
And more importantly, you would have the body of your son back.
Oops.
We may need to ask. I can't make this promise, but we may need to ask if maybe we can mention we have an ally. We can send a message to Citra, Sav, anyone. Excelsium may be a little rough right now, but they also might be someone we can say as an ally. I can't promise it, but if we ask them, we might get an answer.
That might be a bit difficult, given the fact that Excelsium has already lost 2 wars against Al-Anon before. And
Third
that
time's
was
the
just
charm.
with order.
Why not?
I'm not exactly sure if the Sultan would be inclined to wanting to start another fight at the moment.
That's why we need to ask. It's not a promise I'm making, just an option.
I'm aware. As you see, as he looks to you again, Canis. You'll be surprised how powerful politics can be. Not everything needs to be handled with a hammer.
And not everything can be handled with a pen.
Well, as for right now, it seems like Lucius is more inclined to the latter.
Speaking of pens, and she's gonna hold up her letters. I need these sent out immediately.
As you see, as he calls towards his messengers, and you see as each one of them begins to gather pieces. And you see as they make their ways to the wind.
Wooch.
Come tomorrow, Orcanus. If you want my honest and earnest advice, and only if you want to listen to it, sign the Neutrality Act, get Benedictus back, and then we will collude this Eastern Coalition together and keep the rest of Orifheim at bay. For as long as we need to in a world that is far, far out of balance. Can we agree on that?
Yes, we can.
Thank you. From one king to another, I do appreciate you listening. However, I certainly would not be amiss to at least perform my own form of retaliation. I personally don't like the idea that there are a number of legions standing outside my walls, so I will be giving King Lucius a very prominent and loud goodbye. Courtesy of the witches of Vale.
Let go. Get booked.
If you would like some dramatic effect, I can probably bring a couple storm clouds in.
It would certainly help.
Winry just
means...
she puts her hands together, just like
When we villain arc?
oh, she just wants a little practice.
The Night on Bald Mountain starts playing.
Yes. He did specifically piss off a lot of dragons just now, 2 of which are gods.
That said, as all of you take to calming yourselves and making the next acts of decisions, you feel the pressure to make your way to the Cloudtop soon. But, whilst in the meantime, Nyx, Arya, Citra, and Salazar.
Yeah, teacher offers like, hey Nick, could you maybe do the teleport? Mine seems to blind people.
Okay.
Sorry. I just want to flashbang all of Cloudtop in 2 seconds.
As
Swarm of butterflies and moths.
yes, just kind of
That's
as
pretty.
You make your way to the base of the Cloudtop. As you make your way here. Excuse me. Oh my goodness! Why is this one open? Why is that one open? Yeah. Let us go to As you teleport here, you are met with a faint layer of snow here.
Oh.
As it kind of just spreads across this massive forest. As you stand outside of it, you notice these massive pillars with what look like to be these huge chains that connect each pillar from section to section with these wards, if you can understand it, and especially let's see, Salazar, you would notice those wards are specifically designed for preventing certain types of beings and creatures to enter this forest. Usually only those who find themselves invited or those who are capable of overcoming them are capable of passing through these gates, if you will.
In other words, it was a good idea. She told Leo they were coming. Just slams into a wall. Ow. They show up. Oh, why is it cold? Huh.
I've been on the opposite end of that before.
Uh-huh.
You can definitely feel it's dropped down quite a bit. You may be sitting somewhere close in like the 32, 28 degree
Yeah.
temperatures
Citra's
out
freezing.
Citra, we are going to be fighting a rock. Please get some proper clothes. I don't care about your fashion.
My clothes are back home.
We were just at your home. Why didn't you pick them up?
I wasn't thinking we were gonna go here.
Why didn't
we
you
were just
go
talking
before we
about going here?
To be fair, we
It's
also
also
have
because
pretty
the
fat
artist has not
wallets.
designed an outfit for it yet.
Well, the artist can fucking wait and just give her fucking clothes,
One
so she
might
doesn't have to
think.
suffer.
Being a deity of fire and light, you might, be a little resistant to that sort of thing.
You think I would?
It's probably fine.
doesn't
You
actually do
also
any damage,
like
just-
teeth chatteringly
It's probably
cold.
fine.
Yeah.
Listen, you guys have money in your wallets. Go buy something.
As
I'm
Actually,
fine.
She does technically have the outfit from the Black Archives sessions.
Yeah.
So she can probably pull that over.
Yeah, just put that on.
It just
Yeah.
ironically has the sign of Palor on it, like, okay. Whoops.
As you guys begin to walk through the gates, you actually didn't really need an invite. Your very presence here kind of overcomes a lot of seals, and those of more deific energy can kind of ignore a lot of this. At least
She
the way it
wasn't
was
going
initially
to assume.
established.
Yeah, she wasn't going to assume.
Yeah.
Plus, giving Leo a heads up is always nice. This poor man is always being surprised by bullshit.
Yeah. As you guys make your way into the new Cloudtop, there is tons of Fearbulg that have kind of just been wrapping up and kind of just hit with the shock of the sudden change of temperature.
You said the rock was aiming for this place, Arya?
Yes.
Oh, that would probably...
And you hear the sound of an old ally as he comes crunching through the snow, his massive form, much like all Fearbulg here, kind of standing as tall as trees would be. As you see also kind of just heavily bundled up alongside him, or of him, as you notice as Leodon Farcloud notices your presence has entered these gates.
Hi, buddy! We heard you have a problem!
It's great to see some finally friendly faces after all this time.
Absolutely. Why did it have to be snow?
I'm not much happier about it either.
No.
Although it does look pretty. That being said, we should probably,
Head inside.
come to a solution on this.
Yes.
As you guys make your way further into the village, you notice that there are a number of well-built and kind of burning bonfires that are keeping multiple spots here within the Farcloud warm. But this snow during this time of year for this environment is not good in the long term.
Yeah, Cetra's tried to not hope that what she assumes is right, but she's starting to get the feeling that probably right. Alright, would you like to mention that vision you got, or the prayer, please? I don't want to misconstrue it.
Yeah, so I got a prayer from Imperia, the Mother of the Rock, that the Cloudtop needed help. And I also saw King of Rocks looking real pissed. So, we got a rock problem.
Yeah. Given the snow and the not correct time, and the prayer, I'm starting to assume you're unfortunately a target. But we took out one Titan, we'll take out another one. We've been busy.
Might as well keep them coming.
Leo, you good? He just
well,
clocked out.
It hasn't exactly been easy.
Oh.
We could sure use some help.
Oh, trust me. Our plans are dealing with the Titans, so at least now we know where it's aiming for.
Yes, I think the people of the Cloudtop have had quite enough of disaster, so to speak.
Is your world tree doing okay?
World Tree is... he just, looks over at it.
You look up, it is completely frosted over at the top. There is a reason why Leodon is down here and not up there, where the chieftain usually would be.
Starting to get a bit nippy.
A bit. Well, we dealt with the Kraken, so I guess the King of Rocks is our next target. Canis and Winry and Helena are over in Vale, so I believe they will probably be joining us soon.
Oh. A royal visit as well.
Uh-huh. Apparently something
that'll
happened.
certainly be something.
On top of that, the Tarask is either out or about to be out too, so do you guys have options for maybe finding safer ground if it turns around?
I've got my druids working on something. We're a naturally nomadic people, so we'll find a way. Don't worry.
Also, I dealt with God. He's licking his wounds right now. Airless should do.
She back amongst us, or?
I saw a raven, so I'd imagine that was Holly. I think she took over that job. But we do have a spear now that can kill Titans. And
great.
Seems to have worked
You'll be
against the
needing that.
Kraken. I wasn't there for that fight, but they were.
Just sort of tips his hat to the rest of you.
Apparently it
He's got a
exploded.
little messenger cap on.
Yeah. Do you need any help otherwise before we directly deal with the big bird guy?
Oh, well, we certainly wouldn't say no.
Could Citra possibly break the clouds a little bit with light? Just to kind of give them some sunlight rather than just perpetual snow?
Let that be light.
Unfortunately, that's more of Winry's thing.
Yeah, I figured.
I mean, if you say please, she might be able to.
Oh, Winry!
Let that be Winry.
Well,
He's not there yet.
She did break
Soon.
the hurricane. Just continually dusting off snow.
It's Leodon, right? Sorry.
Yes, Leodon Farclad. And you might be...
We've met before. I am Willow, as I was introduced to back when we were defending that other city when you first encountered Godbrand.
Yes! My apologies. A lot has happened since then.
It's alright, yes. Exactly. A lot has
Amongst
happened.
other things.
Did she come back with you?
Huh?
I think she did, yeah.
But yes, I wanted to check in on the World Tree a little bit here. The one in Vale has been siphoned of its energy, and I just want to see if this one
Not
is all right.
Vale, the Boreal Grove.
Oh.
Emerald
It's
Grove.
the
Emerald Grove.
the neighboring World Tree here.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Your neighbor World Tree has been siphoned of its energy, and I want to see if this one's all right.
I can't really think of who better to see to such a task. Be happy to have you look at it.
Okay. Then starts making their way towards the World Tree.
All right.
I imagine they're not like right next to it. They're just like on the outskirts of town right now.
Yeah, just kind of at the base where like you can definitely get up to the roots, which have definitely been layered heavily in snow. As you kind of just work it through, as you reach down and place your hand on the root, you can sense an energy of life to it. But you could also sense that it is cold. Colder than cold. And if a spirit of the very earth can shake not just from tremors but from cold, you could feel it as if it's like buzzing ice reaching up through your arms and hitting the back of your spine.
This gives like a shiver. I'm guessing because of the Titans closing in presence, it's having an effect on this world tree too, like the Titan next to the other one. Just in its own way.
I think that black is going to affect it if this also explodes.
Nyx kind of furrows their brow. Never really thought of that just yet. And is trying to recall back to all the other times that we fought it. Did we fight it near any plants at all?
I mean, the beach side had a line of trees that were set aflame because of the very presence of the Kraken was just exothermic.
But we're talking about teacher's whole thing is that
I wouldn't say because those trees would have been dead by the time it was killed. You hadn't had the opportunity to experiment with that matter, but you do remember that there was a chunk of Hongwei that was blighted by the very presence of this ooze when it fell there some time ago, and it's been kind of just kept an eye on for quite some time. But it hasn't spread, but it definitely seems very caustic in the immediate environment.
we may need to draw it away during battle.
Yes. And besides, we don't want any more of the residents to be hailed with by debris or snow or, well,
Ice
hail.
chunks. Is Imperia around, or it was just a prayer from Imperia?
You would know if Imperia was here, I would say. Her presence is absent.
I guess we found our next step, fortunately.
Yeah. I mean, we do need to take out the rock anyway, but I want to make sure that everyone is safe here, including the World Tree. I don't even know how else I could help it. Of course, bringing fire next to it is a no-go.
No.
Because, like, Nyx knows that their gloom trees are immune to fire. They don't know if the world trees are immune to fire. Or at least, I don't know as a player. Excuse me. So.
Okay. So, we should help focus on the efforts of getting people away. Figure out a way to minimize the damage.
Yes,
with your help, I'm sorry, Leo, I don't mean to overstep. Like, she's been talking, like, he's right there. You know, just...
I mean, for the first time in my life, the gods have literally come down to solve all of my problems, so... You know,
I mean, I'm still your friend.
I feel like if
first.
there was a time to step back and, you know, let other people handle all the work, it would be right now.
I mean, I'm also your friend first, but okay.
That's true.
Well, we're glad to help. We're not like regular gods where we're cool gods.
I'm the cool mom.
this just kind of makes
there's
a face.
Arya, and then there's cooler Arya.
He holds two thumbs up.
And then
Arya
just the
thumbs
inevitable
up in
sigh
her
of Salazar behind us, all like.
No, Arya does like the finger gun.
I think he's used to that from Citra by now.
I think he's used to that from Dante.
Yeah, Dante and Citra, the inevitable rats.
Just in the back, giving the hiccup thumbs up.
Yeah. Okay. Well, until the rest get here and we start that fight, we should probably start those preparations.
Indeed.
Yes, we will begin preparations now.
You are also friends of the Cloudtop, and you are welcome to use its housing and resources as you see fit.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Have your druids already made this hollow ground?
Have they?
They have.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, they have. I have it on very good authority that they do.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Oh no!
And then, additionally, so I assume that many of this place is a druid grove of some sort, so you have plenty of protections. Hopefully that will be enough of a protection from any debris or gloop that may fall on
the Titan
on the
blood.
Cloudtop.
Right. Gloop.
Yes. There's a black substance that come from these titans that causes possession, and it's not pleasant.
Ah.
We do have a spell to deal with it, but again, that's not pleasant.
Oh, and it also does corrode
Mm.
the lands, so I want to be additionally cautious.
If you have copies of this spell, I could send it around to my spellcasters and just have that on hand, just in case.
One of us does have a scroll on us, just in case we did.
Oh, we
happen
do?
in
Okay.
this situation.
Yeah,
so
Winry
we only
had
have
it.
one though. Winry has the rest.
Who isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, Winry has
Citra
a
will
bunch
give it a
of
second.
copies, and she'll send them
Yeah.
forward when she can.
Citra will send out a message to Wenry like, hey, when you guys are ready, we're gonna need your help.
It's real funny that half the things of, gods can step in. That'd be nice to do. Wenry's over here. Oh, what about this? Wenry as well.
Wenry, the most important character right now.
I do have control weather as a spell.
You can give it a shot.
As a druid. So, but I don't know if that would even affect this magical effect that's happening.
You get a faint feeling that this is kind of like the same situation as with the Kraken. The Kraken was in control of this storm. The hurricane was basically by its own power. It was basically bullying the primordial spirits to its command.
Gotcha.
This is kind of the same feeling, but to you, you don't really have the connection to the primordial spirits. You have a connection to the very earth itself, the star and these world trees that act as like these like acolytes, these vessels, these trying to figure the right word, kind of just kind of like a foci, you know, a foci for nature is a lot with these trees, like how you can communicate with nature and the earth itself is through these trees.
Gotcha. How... I wish I gave Nyx some time to research this. But it's more of like, how can a world tree accept magic and stuff like that? Like, since you mentioned it being a foci, this is like any way of channeling a spell through it, basically.
It in and of itself is, you know, it's a part of the star. So as energy goes in, it becomes alive. It becomes this living being, as all trees really are. But the reason why these are so special is not just because of their size, but also because of what they do to the immediate environment around them, and how those who have been able to take advantage of that, like yourself. So it is like a foci. Again, like it is a means of exacerbating energy.
Well, okay, so what I'm basically trying to say is, like, am I able to channel a specific spell, such as, like, sun, through the tree?
You can
that's
certainly
my question. I don't know if I can, or
so
if
pushing
it's temporary.
So usually foci push the energy out. You're trying to push the energy in. That's the description that you're giving. If I have it. Trying to like heat a tree with a spell, that's a lot of tree to do, and again, the limitations of spells kind of play a role. Because like too much sun and all over the tree will just set it on fire. To control the very weather, again, that comes at the command of the Titan, because the Titan is basically bullying the primordial spirits into coalescing and siphoning the energy out of the tree. So while the tree is alive, it is certainly facing a external threat to its livelihood.
At that note, there might be a reply from Wenry to Citra. Hey, so we're still dealing with a couple things here. We'll be there as fast as we can.
We may also, you might also need to be dealing with another storm to get rid of. The Titan is pretty much...
Oh, goody, more practice.
Yep. Thumbs up emoji through sending.
I imagine they know each other well enough by now. Winry can probably picture that.
Yeah. They'll be coming here soon. Still dealing with some. I'd imagine probably still dealing with Orifime, which is not great.
Alright, so we're dealing with a flying creature that... And Nyx is going to relay to Leodon of, like, things that we know of so far from our first encounter with the rock. If I need to reiterate that for everyone else here at the table, let me know.
No, it's stupid fast, stupid big, can freeze you to the ground.
Do we remember if flying, being buffeted by the wind was too much, or was that just because of the circumstance of us
We
dashing?
were moving.
You guys were moving. You were on an airship, and you were being chased by a massive flying thing that was very much whipping up the winds.
Yeah,
Okay.
so this time we're going up to fight it, or something like that.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure that it's just like, if it was like very specifically that scenario of like why we didn't want to fly. I just wanted to recall.
We're still
Yeah.
probably gonna want, like, obviously besides cold resistance, but also like freedom of movement and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%. We have potions from Arthur of cold resistance. That doesn't count Leodon, or Helena, as far as I recall. Because I think Arthur only made the potions just for us, who were originally...
He made enough
Like-
to kind of cover the whole party at that time. Yeah.
Well, if it's covering the whole party, Winry can probably hand hers over.
I would say safe to say, for the sake of covering characters, Kiki is probably off helping everyone else right now, so.
Yeah.
Just a random wolf running by every now and again. Like, huh, okay.
Gotta help where you can.
Yep.
Any other preparations that I can do? Because as a druid, I do have a lot of control over various things, but
Can you put Death Ward on the tree?
Well, that's kind of the idea that I had, is like if I can push a spell like through the tree's roots to like give it some coverage. That was basically the idea.
Yeah. Would Death Ward be an easy answer on that one then?
Aaron said no, like
Oh.
it doesn't work that way. I can't put a spell in. He said that.
Yeah. Like, it only exudes energy. World trees exude the energy. It is
Yeah,
kind of
because
like
they
how
agree.
a lot of nature magic actually kind of comes to be in this world, but neither here nor there.
So essentially, it's just we need to just beat the rock as fast as possible to keep the tree alive.
Yeah. Thought I could do something else, but I'm...
You could definitely still use the tree in certain ways. There are some tree spells like stride and like.
Why would I use the tree if we're taking the rock away from the tree? You
So you
specifically
use-
said
so-
I can't.
So you use
Yeah.
tree stride at a certain speed, and you become a railgun, just shooting straight up at the rock.
No,
Just make sure you
No,
take
so
a
you
running
need to
start.
line 1,000 villagers in a line and then hand them a rock.
The stupid fucking chicken.
Far Cloud member decides
had
to
to say
stand in a line.
We've invented something called the peasant railgun.
No, I just thought of a dumb Gundam reference, the Statue of Liberty cannon.
Yes.
Oh, yes. The Statue of Liberty cannon.
Just turn the tree into a fucking cannon and shoot the stupid bird out of the sky.
Oh gosh, sorry. I,
mean, you
had
have
to get that one
genius.
out of the way.
Beer. Not to fucking put this bird out of everybody else's misery.
Yeah,
G Gundam was a fucking trip.
It was.
man.
It was a
So I
beautiful
can't create an area for us to be warm and safe in for us. So The tree being an area for us to fight is a no-go.
Well, the only thing I can offer for now until we fight is the energy source for it, because I am really a ball of light. That's it.
Yeah. I just wanted to create extra contingencies.
I could try, but I don't think it's... Unless you want to check that out. It helps.
What are you talking about?
Teacher basically clap on, lights on, see if that actually helps the tree a little bit.
I mean, you are the sun. So.
Yeah. I can give it a try. I guess put your hand on the tree and see if it responds.
Okay.
So, hold on that thought. Walk away from the group. Turn the light on and go up.
Yeah.
So no one goes blind.
As your golden wings spread out as you take to the sky, as you get higher...
She's not going high enough. She knows about the rock being above.
Yeah. As you kind of just, like, make your way around, Nyx, you do acknowledge that there is a... almost, if I can best well say this, like a pulse. A healthier pulse with sunlight.
Oh. From up above. Did it work?
I can definitely feel something.
Okay. I mean, she can just stay in this form. This is not her god form, it's just her second form that emits that light.
Yeah. And Nyx, as you connect a little bit further, you can feel as if the energy spreads out along the village. And deeper still beyond there towards the forest and how it connects to all the other trees. It's weak, but you can feel that this tree gives this area a lot of natural life. Just from the very energy that comes from the star itself. Sun is merely an activator. But you could also feel as if the cold is like spikes, kind of cut off veins, and decimate this flow.
Well, a teacher can act as a heat lamp until we're ready if you need her to.
It's good to know. At least gives some of the people here some comfort.
Yeah. She'll just sit on the top of the tree for everyone. What's that? Don't ask questions.
It's the star. It's Christmas Day.
Middle of the year?
Yes. Yes, that exact image, Val.
Never heard of Christmas in July?
What's July?
Come on, dude.
H.H. Gregg, Christmas in July?
So I guess we're at a standpoint where we're waiting for everyone else to show back up.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, I don't have anything else to do.
At least for now. As...
Like, preparation-wise, I had a lot of spells, but...
You're gonna have to interact with the Titan before you kind of have any real results with that just yet.
Yeah.
Teacher is keeping an eye on the sky in case her light does also attract the big-ass bird, just in case she'll turn it off. You know.
Yeah. Just...
Or she'll fly off and make it have to chase her. Good luck, buddy! Bye!
And as such, the lot of you, as awaiting for the presence of the rest of the party, who's doing the teleportation?
Canis or Wenry, in this case.
Canis can do it.
Alrighty then.
Canis, as with a heavy heart and a mind for what is to come next, you take your friends and your wife, and as you teleport towards the edge of the new Cloudtop, excuse me.
If I remember right, Dagex is staying behind?
Yes.
Okay.
His presence will be probably a little bit more useful to Bolaro at the moment. As all of you find yourself within the very cool and icy temperature of the far cloud here.
Sure is a good thing Wenry kept that cold weather clothing.
Cool breeze.
For a man in all the armor.
Yeah, well, not
And
all
heavy
of us
armor,
will.
and heavy clothing, and used to living up in the clouds.
Yeah.
I would imagine that Helena would have gotten some form of warning to bring her clothes.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
The big fluffy coat from some 50 years ago has probably
Yep.
long since
Yep.
degraded.
I imagine we probably see a light just making laps around the tree right now.
Yes.
I think that's Citra up there.
As you guys make your way into the Cloudtop and reconvene with all of your friends.
Alright. So I heard there was something I could really help with?
The snow above.
I suppose I can take a crack at it. And, rather than trying to force everything to just completely part and stop right now, she might try the way of asking nicely, reaching out to the spirits and asking them at least to stop with the snow.
Make me a charisma check.
Alright.
Hey guys, can you chill out?
Go to your room.
I'm already in my room.
That would be a 15.
Let's see. 15. Okay. As
I don't know if it
you-
helps that she's not trying to be so forceful about it.
As you try and rein in these kind of icy spirits that kind of just flow through the very snow and wind, you can feel as each one kind of almost coldly ignore you.
Yeah.
Alright then. Metaphorically, she will roll up her sleeves. I don't know if anyone can give me a little boost on this, but I really need to get these spirits to listen.
Mayhaps the benefit of Nyx in this moment. She sort of desires.
Yeah, you tell him, Lo-Fi. You tell that storm to stop.
Sorry, guys.
Ray, you there?
You might have stepped away for a second.
Oh no.
Oh. Which is all the more reason why having you both here would be very important.
Who's both? Me and Ray, or Wenry and Ray?
Winry and Ray, or Winry and Nyx.
Sorry, brain fart.
I didn't. At this point, Ray and Nex are almost interchangeable.
Practically the same person.
I mean, I wouldn't say no to an inspiration buff.
Sorry about that.
Oh no, you're
Okay,
fine.
I was just
Welcome back.
sorry, Ray. I was just poking you to make sure you were there.
What did you need?
Winry's trying to convince the snow. At first she tried politely, and it's ignoring her. So she has to use a little bit more force. If she can get any kind of assistance in this.
Yeah, I can spend a spell slot to try to control weather.
That will
With the
probably
boost
not
of-
do it.
The Storm Dragon, yeah.
So, Winry will try again with a little bit more force this time.
As Unix go to cast control weather, you can feel a resistance. And as you kind of almost in this form of storm in nature, there is a bridged gap. As you can feel as Winry commanding these icy spirits that just had initially ignored her. So I need you both to roll me a charisma check with advantage.
Could Cedra intensify her light to help with this? At least to also give warmth to the tree. I mean,
For the moment,
the
it
sun.
is just Nyx and
Okay.
Winry.
Alrighty. Oh, ew.
Check or save? Just want to make
Check.
sure.
That's a 13.
With advantage.
21.
21. As you, Winry, beckon to the spirits again, you can feel as if they initially begin to ignore you. Before, almost as if
Damn it.
this rapturous kind of shake coming from the world tree as you, Nyx, can draw upon its energy yourself. Just for a moment, as you pull from it, you, alongside with Winry, command the snow to stop. You both, as you open your eyes and you kind of just lower your hands, you see all the snow in the immediate vicinity, everywhere within the Cloudtop, has stopped. And
From up top. I think you did it!
Well, that'll at least help. I don't think dispelling this will.
It's
Be
not a
something
permanent
full.
solution, but
the clouds remain relatively thick and heavy, but you know what's causing that.
yes, of course. Like, it was just trying to find a temporary solution to
We're trying to give this...
alleviate.
I
Yeah.
feel like punching a hole in the clouds themselves might have drawn a little too much attention.
Yeah, let's not attract the bird, just...
So hopefully that helps for the time being. But for right now, as you guys manage to have stopped the snow, you've bought yourself quite a bit of time in order to start making moves, casting spells, and preparing for this next battle. So, with that being said, we are going to take a quick break, and then we will be back in a few minutes. So,
Absolutely.
see
Yeah.
you all then. Welcome back, everyone.
Come on back.
Welcome back. Alright, we are here. Let's go ahead.
In the Cloudtop.
In the Cloudtop.
In the snow top.
In the snowmans.
With Citra making a sunshine sweater for the world tree.
Yep.
I sent a gif of just Kiki's, like, one of those huskies that fell asleep outside the snow and just pops up, like, just fully covered in snow.
Popping out of snow. Like daisies.
Now with the weather under the command of Nyx, you guys have a bit more time to coalesce and plan your next step of action.
Alright. The next step, quite big ass. Teacher's still keeping a light on, just to try and help in some way, if it is helping.
Give a little boost. I don't know if you know this, but plants kind of like sunlight.
That's what she's assuming.
Most of them do, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You have to keep on the move to keep yourself from burning anything, but, you know.
Oh no, flying. Damn.
Whatever shall she do?
There are some nocturnal plants
plants
out there, but trees typically aren't one of them.
No. But also keeping an eye in the sky in case the bird decides, you know what? Nah, fuck you right now.
I can at least temper the cold, so hopefully we can do proper preparations.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what means we have on ranged abilities.
That's where Helena.
Helena's, as you guys see her, obviously not looking very great, but she does offer up kind of a small smile, and she just kind of pulls out her bow. Gives it a little wiggle.
Teacher probably just landed for a second, just seeing that, like, was this the thing you said you'd explain later? Looking at
Yes.
Janet. What happened?
Benedictus is dead.
What? I'm so sorry.
See, Helena definitely immediately starts welling up with tears again.
But that's
Just offers
not
a
all.
little thing.
You remember the king hanging out outside of Vale?
Yeah, the unpleasant man.
He's holding him ransom.
What?
They have his body.
To be fair, for one moment, Teacher is wondering how that man is still alive after that amount of insult. The non-violent person, even she's shocked, but... Is there anything?
As of the moment, I believe not.
For the few times.
Thank you.
Anyway, so the rock is definitely coming here. Nyx and Wenry have managed to stop this snow, but it seems to be its prime area of rage.
Hmm.
The plan seems be moving people out of the area, as explained that the Titan exploded the last time.
Now that may have been something of the Kraken, but I don't want a rain of ice to fall on these people either.
It is a pretty big...
Yeah.
We're trying to keep this tree alive under a pretty thick layer of ice.
Does it have any weaknesses?
The rock?
Yes.
Probably fire. The last I remember, it was fire.
Well, the last time we battled him, he has kind of an icy armor. We can punch through it and then get him on an immediate strike after, but...
Well, remember, when we fought it the last time, we weren't ascended yet.
True. We're stronger than we were before, so...
And the research that we did, I believe... you, Citra, was the one who did the research for the rock?
I punched it and figured it out. I just... Player, don't remember what that was! What did that have? What did it entail? Because I know the inspect aspects of the rock thing.
Yeah,
its weaknesses, its immunities, that shit.
So, for the most part, a lot of its main immunities are cold, and of course, like the standard issue of like non-magical stuff. It has a slight resistance to psychic damage, and any of the kind of like standard issue like statuses, so blinded, charmed, deafened, frightened, grappled, incapacitated, paralyzed, petrified, poison prone, restrained, and stunned are all off the table.
So if for better talk in this case, if her just instead of blabbing it out, I'd assume she had like a little journal she'll hand it to Nyx going, this is what I gained from when I punched it. I don't think it's changed.
You can also tell that it does have a bit more of a health pool compared to the Kraken.
Yeah.
You also would know that...
You in place.
Yeah, and also you would note that icy armor is due to the buildup in by which of its natural capacity to create this measure of cold.
So we just have to heat things up.
Yep. Heat it up, break it down, and then and keep breaking it before it can create a new layer of armor.
Definitely a brute force situation, but with heat this time. And I think once the layer of ice comes off of it, it would be natural that you would be able to aim that spear at it once the armor's off.
Correct.
Which you need to give her the spear. She points at Candace, I'm sorry.
I already did.
Oh, you did? Okay, sorry. I couldn't remember if you had. So, you take what time you need to attune if you have to.
Yes, I will do just that.
In the meantime, everyone better prepare any spells that are fire-based or can be fire-based.
Or if anybody wastes can't fire.
That as well.
Would there be any weapons makers around that can make fire arrows? Or explosive, one of the two.
That would be up to Leah. This is his...
Yes, Leo. Can you answer the question?
Yes, me. Sorry, there's so much going on right now.
Over the course of the different shows, is this somebody that I've met?
You have technically met him during Black Archives when you weren't playing as Helena.
You arrested me once.
Did I?
Yes,
I don't remember.
you did.
Certainly not.
Citra and Leonon were two of the four.
I used to work for the EHS.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm sorry about that.
We were criminals, but we weren't actually criminals except for Dante.
Dante was 100% a criminal. He was already admitted.
Yeah, that's why she said. That's why Citra said, except Dante. Dante actually is a criminal.
Oh,
Right,
no.
tax
None
evasion.
of us were criminals at all.
Hey, that's a cool crime. Therefore, it's not illegal.
Nothing's illegal if you look cool doing it.
So technically, I now have access to Sunburst, Sunbeam as well. So that and what I do in my other form, I think will do a lot of damage to it. But the other stuff, well, hold on. Sunbeam, I think that's all radiant damage. Hold on, I may be wrong.
Sunbeam, I believe
Hold
so.
on, I
Yeah.
got that as well.
Yeah, it is radiant. Damn it.
I mean, as a sorcerer, you have
can
the
change
ability
it.
to change it.
Yeah. So
And we both have Sunburst.
I can also give you guys the devastating daylight, and you can throw those spears. And player talk, you throw those spears with Citra's ability, not yours. So you can throw it extra hard with her dex. And she can shift it all to fire. When cast at a higher level, for sure. There you go.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, the orbs now manifest into 6 spears of daylight while in its area, or you or an ally can use a bonus action to make a ranged weapon attack, dealing 4d4 radiant. She can shift it to fire and dispelling once they are all used.
Yep. That would be very helpful for anybody who doesn't have the touch of deities or fae. Archfae.
These last
that
for
would
an
be very
hour,
helpful.
so I can start making them now.
As long as we have
Aaron?
the cloud cover up, it might help with hiding what we're doing down here a little bit longer.
And I ask rule of cool for this. Can it be small enough for Helena to use those spears as an arrow for her bow? It says that they can use it to throw it. Why not be able to use it as on a bow?
It is a projectile if you can throw it.
It is used as a projectile, so technically it does meet that standard.
Ranged weapon attack, yes.
So I can give her quote-unquote arrows.
Oh, sorry. I'll let Aaron
Go ahead.
deal with that.
You might be able to make them in a more compact
Little
form.
orbs of light shedding dim light an additional 60 feet.
I just have to use my sorcerer points to shift into fire.
How am I reading this? How am I reading this? When cast on an object that is unattuned or in your possession, the light completely covers it. The orbs now manifest into 6 spears of daylight.
At higher levels.
Yes. Well, in the area you... Okay. So, here's the funny thing, because it does say when cast on an object that is unattuned or in your possession, the light completely covers it and moves with it.
Yes. What I'm saying is at the higher
Yeah.
levels, which I'm planning to cast it, the orbs
yeah.
are now manifested into those weapons. That me or an ally can use as a bonus action. Which is why I'm saying, could Helena, bonus action, use those things through her bow instead of throwing it, and use it as a weapon through bow instead, like an improvised arrow.
So
it's a ball of light. It has no weight.
Yeah, so the best explanation is technically you're a forge god.
It's a ranged weapon attack, so isn't that what a bow does?
Yes,
so
that's
basically,
correct.
it's the arrows that you're enchanting, not the bow itself.
No, I'm not. Not
I'm
the
saying,
bow. I'm making the projectile. I'm making the projectile to be used through the bow.
No.
He's saying that you're making the arrows. That's what he's saying.
Yes.
Yeah. Basically, you're just taking normal arrows and then turning them into what would be spears. Technically,
no.
By its word,
No.
I'm saying this to the benefit of flavor.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying this to the benefit of flavor.
Almost like a blessed weapon moment is what you're trying to give it, but
yes-ish, yes. basically, like, that's where I'm kind of.
If it's not making it onto an arrow, the spears already exist. I'm saying instead of her throwing it, she just use it through her bow.
Yeah, as a bonus action.
Because they would have to cast it at higher level anyway, just to affect.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do it regardless.
You know what? At this point, I really don't see the reason why not.
Hell yeah.
I mean, basically, it's like the only reason why I'm agreeing with some portion of this is mainly because what you would technically be doing is kind of just filling arrows with light, and then when they get shot off, they just become spears.
But they're also magical in nature at a higher level, so it still affects the bird, and it gives Helena an extra edge on it.
Okay. Well, for flavor text, that's kind of just what's happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Strictly speaking, Helena's bow is a god weapon anyway, so...
Okay. So regardless, it can handle it.
Fragment of Primeval.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they last for an hour.
Yeah. So it would be... We're about right before we're gonna
and
fight this thing.
Technically, you can make a million of these because, you're...
Well, no, like they have to still cast it.
I have to do it 5 or higher, so I'll be using the 5th level, and then I'll use my extra sorcery points that I didn't use to...
okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I am trying to math real hard here.
Yeah,
okay,
only because like spells are negated at a certain level by the Titans.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, can I still do this?
Be consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I can cast it at higher levels, and I'm not going to need to use astral projection, so I can also use a 9th level.
I'm finding no bad reason.
Cool. I'm going to use my astral projection 9th level, because I don't use it, and just use it to make those for Helena.
During the battle.
So it does affect the Titan. Huzzah! We did!
So that'll be something either immediately before or during battle.
Yep.
Yeah, that will probably be how that works. Okay.
And then if I have to do it again, I technically can.
I'll fucking do it again.
Do it again.
And I'm fast enough to get to anyone's immediate area to do so.
Now, okay, just to ask about technicalities.
Yes.
Would this only be would they only be able to do this 6 times? The bonus action part 6 times?
Yeah, it's as many as I make. Within that
6
in that
spheres
turn, so...
when you cast the spell, so...
Yes.
Depending on how many that you give to Helena is how many she'll have.
Okay. Yeah. So it's just amount, it's just quantity at this point.
Yeah. The argument is quantity at that point, yeah.
I have enough spell slots to do so.
Cool.
The rest of it is just going to be Citra beating the shit out of it physically.
Yeah.
So.
And like you said, with her bow of primeval, technically speaking, she already has silver arrows and things like that. And if Leodon does supply her with fire and explosive arrows, strictly speaking, that should be fine. Like the bow kind of covers it.
Citra also can just keep giving you, so you don't have to waste physical arrows. That will obviously, but like Citra will give you the magical ones in this case as well.
Yeah. Although it's fine. Helena has the big Goral quiver, so she's got a lot. She can carry a lot of ammo.
Yeah.
We could also, if we're anticipating where this beastie is going to end up, set up a field of ammunition to automatically go off.
Oh?
It's not a bad idea.
Well,
Yes.
if we lure it in a certain direction, we can do that.
I can be a big distraction. Leodon's watched me many times distract a monster just because I'm a ball of light.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, we said that this can fly. How would we manage to that sort of thing up in the air.
I have a ship that can fly.
My plans
very
to use the
fast.
tree as a conduit is out of the question. So
Yes. Well,
Is it
luckily,
officially?
You'll have to make it up there one way or another, but getting it away from the tree sounds like the priority, if I can imagine it.
We could also try to ground the beastie if we're keen for that, if we think it'll work.
the problem is it's such a beast of ice.
Well, I
It's
do
also-
have things.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Hold on.
Sorry.
No,
just
no,
go ahead,
you
Nick.
go.
I-
You go.
Go ahead.
You have an idea.
There is a spell called Earthbind that grounds a creature that's flying.
Yeah, it just makes its flying speed 0.
Ooh.
Does it
that'd be neat.
Cannot be
completely
restrained.
disregard size?
I believe so. I think the spell was designed to down dragons, so...
Yeah, the spell is designed to down dragons.
Ooh, that's already nasty. Alright.
Let's do it.
Earthbind.
What's it say?
Is a creature you
curious.
can choose one creature you can see
one
within
creature
range.
you can see within range.
Yeah. It also says loop around the creature. The target must succeed a strength saving throw, or its flying speed is reduced to 0 feet for the spell's duration. An airborne creature affected by this spell descends 60 feet per round until it reaches the ground or the spell ends.
Yeah.
So it
ignores
does,
size.
yeah.
That's
At a level 2 fucking
And the range is
spell.
300 feet.
The challenge
Further
is...
We could just do that.
No,
Yeah.
Further point to it, it doesn't allow continuous saves if you fail the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
And I think
So the
some of us
struggle
have...
would be getting it to... And this is something that, like, you guys would obviously know. This thing has legendary resistances. It's probably
I know,
not
but
going
I
to
have an
be
ability to make
easy.
it fail.
But I want to let Aaron finish about the resistance
So-
and stuff.
The ultimate question and something that you're going to have to contend with, I'm going to use your... I'm going to use your insight next.
Okie dokie. I need
The
to
thing
roll.
that you're trying to contend with, and this is where like knowledge kind of plays into airspace. Your last battle was hard mainly because there was nothing for you to kind of like anchor this being, and also the speed and much of the wind. At the top of this tree, there is basically this massive flat spot that you can take advantage of. And with the tree now a little bit more active and the snow not being as heavily restraining, you know, this could be to the benefit of trying to get the bird to land first. And then I would say, Salazar, your passive intelligence would tell you there is a way for you to probably get this thing off of this plane of existence, probably with the sand tide. But this is going to be a tumultuous fight just to get this thing on the top of that tree first.
Also, I will correct myself. I was wrong. I can make it fail at save for Cetra-specific nuclear bomb option. So it's not on any...
okay.
Sorry, I
It's not
misread
for
that.
I can make it fail at save.
Ha! He's here!
Hello!
You're not there. At least not yet.
I'm
he can-
controlling 3 characters.
Next one. Do you guys have spells for flight, though, for those who can't?
I
Yes.
do have the ability to help you guys fly. That is it is a concentration spell. It is level 3 though, so
You can keep casting. Yeah.
Leodon.
Yes.
Being,
Willow.
Being so far up, do you happen to have, let's say, giant birds that linger about?
we've got one.
Just one?
Yeah.
One giant bird that comes to mind. Although her location at the moment is, well, excuse the pun, but up in the air.
Mm. I actually really thank you for saying that. That gives me an idea. I have access to giant flying critters as well that are not birds.
It might take them a while to get here. That's the problem.
have gate.
That's true. Well, I was mostly trying to use creatures of the region just to see if they could be at least slightly resistant to the temperatures.
Yeah.
We could have some druids conjure some giant eagles. Or perhaps even turn into some.
We wouldn't want to put your people at risk.
This is their home.
I
And
know.
their first one was already destroyed by a calamity.
True.
They're gonna fight like the hells in order to keep this one around.
Well, but like you said, this time you have a bunch of gods on your side.
That is also true, yes. We definitely are a bit more equipped for this. Rather
would
than
say
the
that-
Witch Queen deciding she doesn't like the place.
I would say then conjuring them would probably be the safest bet.
Yeah. Keep them as distant away from the mutual fight. Would be
If
the
they
best
want
bet.
to help, they're welcome to it, but please don't be in physical harm.
They
Like,
can
I
maybe cast from the ship.
True, and the ship can be...
They can go down
Pretty
below and
big.
use the portholes of the cannons instead to see if they need to see.
This is true. I can get Rolloy on the horn and have him over here.
Having them conjure the giant beasts might be beneficial, as opposed to
Yes.
having the people themselves. They would still need to be nearby, but they can be in the ship.
As long as we keep the ship out of immediate harm.
Well, the ship's pretty quick,
It is very fast.
but we're also not being chased by this bird anymore, so we're trying to keep it in the initial area, but not necessarily on top of the wolf.
The only other concern is how you all will stay mounted to said creatures. If you're used to mounting flight, as some of us can fly, others cannot.
I mean, if they want mounted flight, I can lend my back when I turn.
Yeah, so Wenry turns into a big ass.
Canis turns into a bigger dragon, but... Bronze, there's plenty of room there for some passengers.
Citra, did you just curse?
Yes, I do. I've been through next. I was waiting for someone to catch it!
Young
lady!
Situation,
Young lady, put a coin in the jar!
I guess
your
I'm a
mouth out,
monk.
so
Listen. We're dealing with world-ending calamities here. I think everyone's allowed at least one.
I just lost my dad and I killed the guy that killed my dad.
Yeah, I think Citra's allowed one or two.
Just
I
don't
agree.
tell Azure, because he'll never let me
Citra
live
can
that
say
down.
fuck as a treat.
I will not say that one. She just turns to him with her hands on her hips like, I'm not gonna say that
Mr. Leodon, when did you get the authority to give her permission to curse?
one. He's my big brother.
I own the land you're standing on, your divinity.
Touche.
Oh gosh.
You're right. Well,
Yes,
carry on.
Oh my god.
with your permission.
As a treat.
No, but no, honestly, Nyx is Citra does turn to Nyx saying, I've been through a lot. I think I'm allowed at least one right now.
I was just asking the question. I wasn't judging.
Okay.
It's like, Nyx is like, I don't care. I guess everyone else does.
Yeah. However, I think my mom knows somehow and I'm in big trouble.
The
I
sense went
think
off.
she would forgive you.
You haven't met my mom officially, then have you?
I
Does
think
Citra
your
have a middle
grandmother would
name?
be able to talk her into it.
Does Citra have a middle name?
Yeah, what is her middle name? Blue? She's your character.
Don't know. I've only given her just the first and last name.
This is the full legal government name.
Yeah.
Shouted through the ether.
Earl. There you go.
No.
No.
So yes, we'll try
Citra,
to.
Maryland, Idleland!
Very good. We will try to get the creature grounded. For the most part.
In the meantime, I will keep trying to form the trees until we're ready to start casting the other spells for Helena. Give you some spicy arrows.
Thank you.
You said that if we find a place to, like, create an ambush or Leodon of some sort with artillery, maybe? I'm not sure.
Player talk. I believe there is a ridge nearby the Cloudtop that we can just try to pull him around.
What if we accidentally earthbind the rock on top of that Legion of Peace headed to the Dracovania?
That'd be
Just
hilarious.
drop the King of Rocks on him as revenge.
I don't think Aaron will allow it, but that'd be hilarious.
No, but it would be funny.
It would be funny. We'd let them manage it on their own for a couple turns, and then we'd
Just
hop
goes,
in.
what if we do that? I'll just turn around so I can't really feel guilt about it.
Though, at the same time, it would also put Dracovania in trouble, so...
Bullshit for me.
That's fair. I was saying that as a joke. Citra would be the one to come up with that, but it would be funny.
So preparing fire spells. I will take the spear this time. That means that I cannot be concentrating on anything that guarantees someone else's safety.
So Wenry should be casting fly for those who need to fly.
Technically, yes. And since they are also immune to the cold, I think that is beneficial as well.
Yep.
I mean, if I bring you guys up on my back, fly is a touch spell, so I'd just be able to cast it, and there you go. You can just take off.
Is Leon actually able to fly, or is that only at a certain height? Or is he not in this fight? I don't know.
I can be.
I'm pretty sure he wants to be involved.
Well, the option is, yeah, of course, if he wants to fight, he has the option. But if it's more beneficial for maybe down here with the rest of the people, that's also
What level would Leodon be at this point?
He'd be level 20.
Level 20? God damn! I'm only level 17!
With the big boy numbers.
Yeah. I mean,
wait, Rolay's only level 17?
Yep.
Why you fought the Titan at level 17?
Shrug.
He didn't so much as fight. He more like
I was there.
Yeah.
He drove the boat.
He was making sure the airship didn't fall out of the sky or sink to the bottom of the ocean.
No, but player talk though, is Leodon being offered to be able to fight in this pattern?
Well, technically he can do it. He can actually harm the damn thing to an extent because he does have a fragment.
I've got a fragment of Mythica.
Yeah,
so,
I was like I need that.
There is also the other question of, does Connor want to juggle 2 level 20 characters?
Oh no,
I've done it before.
He'll be juggling 2 level 20 characters and probably a reaction of a level 17 character.
It's fine. It's fine.
Listen, with all the crazy stuff
power of a DM.
characters do.
I'm sure nothing bad will happen.
Summons the actual 9 pixies he threatened last time.
Do not summon 9 fucking pixies.
What if I just have all of my druids cast summon woodland creatures?
And
trivialize this fight.
just every single one of them stinging.
Druids fucking hurt.
They can. Absolutely.
kill
If your DM lets you take
everything.
that spell, you take it. You take it and you run.
I've been very kind to like just not do that.
You don't have to do that.
I don't have the miniatures for that, and honestly, considering how long combat runs already,
Yeah, that's why I've
Last thing we
I've
need is
been
Connor
very
taking up 20
kind
turns.
to not commit to that, making everything very trivial.
all right.
What?
Here's the thing. I'll create an option here. This is something that I feel like, because this is one of those moments where it's just like, what is important here? And I think the conversation will ultimately come down to, I don't want too many up there, because we've already experienced what it's like having too many characters kind of muddying the pot.
Mm-hmm.
So, Connor, I will ask you this. Do you want to play Salazar, or do you want to play Leodon for this fight?
I feel like Salazar might have more to offer, being a god.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. In the sense that if there was a certain combative boon provided by Imperia, would that flavor things a bit better?
If you still wanted to use Leodon, in other words, though.
Yeah.
It's just a suggestion. We can have him do whatever during this fight, but if it's the choice between Salazar and Leodon, I will probably choose Salazar.
Okay.
Because there is more that he can do that Leodon simply cannot.
Yeah.
Then,
So,
for the sake of it, in the case that, since we don't want Leodon feeling like he's not going to, like he's just going to stay down here the whole time, I will say he will probably be assisting with the Sand Tide.
okay.
So, like, it's just on Rolloy's reaction, Rolloy can command those who might be able to perform some kind of reactive action on the ship. Kind of like what's
Mount the
already been
guns!
happening.
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
okay, so that gives him two
Release the Kraken.
Wait.
reactions, kind of. I think
Yes.
Leodon being stuck on the ballista would be very, very helpful as a ranger, because you can still add your buffs to that, because
That's
it's technically
true.
a ranged weapon.
Yes.
Ooh, ballista?
Yes,
Fire arrows?
remember?
Yes.
So, in character, though, Teacher would probably turn to Leo going, do you want to be in this fight? It's your choice.
I feel remiss leaving you all up there to, bat this beastie out of my lands without me, but frankly, I think I could get more accomplished down here protecting everybody than I could, trying to move this primordial beast.
Well,
We do have a
Part-
ballista.
we do.
Do have a
It's-
ballista.
Yes.
And we'd also, if you want, some of your people would be under with you as well. And you'd be able to keep an eye on during the fight.
I think that would suit me just fine.
Now,
Immediately
question:
goes,
would you prefer a ballista up on a tower, or would you prefer a ballista on a flying ship?
I think the issue would be it'd be on the ship, though? Or
Yes,
no?
he will
Yeah.
be on. I think he should be on the ship. definitely.
I'll be on the ship.
Mhm.
And if I fall, you won't have to worry about me.
I won't let you do that. You'll be fine.
I can fly, but
Oh, that's true.
it just sprouts his, four hummingbird-esque wings briefly.
I vaguely remember that form, but I kinda died halfway through that.
I've been able to do this for a long time.
She hasn't been there.
You were.
Was she?
You were there. Yeah, Leo can fly without his wings without transforming into his, what the fuck is it called?
Guardian of Nature.
Guardian of Nature, yeah. By the way, there's a second form of that I haven't actually shown.
There's a second? Oh boy.
This isn't
My
even his final form.
I can turn into a tree.
Turn into a tree.
Yep.
Okay. So fire arrows. I'm writing down some of this stuff.
I've got fire and lightning arrows, should the need arise for either of those.
Yeah, I believe lightning works on bird too, so when you're good to go on this one.
Yep. Immune to cold and lightning based.
Oh, I could also annoy it as well. I can cast an insect plague.
Ooh.
Aaron, just use a single marker on that one.
Covered bees!
Well, the worry is that this thing can kind of grow back its ice armor really fast.
So
if you can get in there.
So I'll be looking to knock off that icy armor then.
Yes, we need to make an opening for Nyx to throw that spear at it.
Can do. Can do indeed.
I want to pose a question to Aaron.
Yes.
With a bunch of druids, if you give me a resource number of like how many spells they're allowed to cast on the other party members or for in general, I can help decide what kind of those spells could be.
Ooh, yeah.
This is true.
I will say, because also keep in mind that certain, like, oh no, wait, no, I mean, okay. I would say, if we're talking about, like, on the higher end in terms of, like, who is the best druids within the Cloudtop, you're probably looking at maybe level 12, maybe 13. And there's probably about 8 of them within the immediate vicinity. Considering that there's no, like, archdruid here, mainly because Leodon is chieftain, like, there is no, like, level 20 druid within the immediate area that isn't you.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
Like, it's like mostly trying to make sure that, like, if they are casting spells,
However,
just want to make sure.
I will say, also with your presence, if you guide the druids, I will say they can upcast it an extra level.
An extra level. Okay. Number of 8, level 12, so that's...
I'm pretty sure Leo wouldn't mind handing over
spells.
a little bit of druid command for this.
6 spells. I know that most of those spells, or at least concentration-wise, so they won't be able to do some of, like, the bigger hitting stuff unless, like, they lose their bird, basically.
Yes.
Is, like, the bigger level stuff, because most druid spells are concentration spells. So, the bigger ones are concentration spells. So.
Yeah. So, somewhere in the level 6 area is kind of what we're aiming for anyways.
Okay. Yeah, they should be able to provide a variety of things. I think some of those druids might be left behind, only because to keep, like, debris from falling on places and all that kind of stuff. So give me a number of those level 12 druids that I can mess around with.
I will say a solid 8.
Just, okay.
Yeah. Like I said, there, like, again, there's only so many, and there's, like, you know, about 15,000 people that kind of live here.
Mm-hmm. Some of them are already probably.
Oh, I was just, like, asking out of those 8, like, how many am I allowed to play around with? Or is the 8 the number?
8 is the number. So,
okay,
like, out of the highest level in terms of, like, druids, once you start going lower and lower, we're talking, like, probably about 20-ish level 8 druids, and then it just kind of, like, goes down from there.
Okay. So there's 20 level 8 druids actually here, but we're gonna just use 8. Okay.
Yeah.
No. That
might help to have just a bunch of the lower level druids down here to help make sure things stay safe.
Oh yeah, the lower level druids will 100% make sure things
They'll
stay
also
safe.
have Kiki running around too to help them out with whoever she can.
Of course.
a level 20 at least.
Yeah, they can already do a lot with, like, at least creating trees and basically buffers. It won't be like a foolproof, like, barrier kind of thing, but with enough, like, tree coverage, you can actually block a lot from, like, hailstorms and stuff like that. It basically softens the blow of them reaching the ground floor.
You're effectively trying to reduce the damage, not negate it.
Yes,
because
exactly.
the damage is already happening.
Yeah. So that's what the lower level druids are going to be focusing on, is just creating coverage. And yeah, okay, I can actually plan out what the rest of these druids will do.
Hell yeah.
Hooray.
Nyx gets an army of druids. Well, a coalition of druids.
An army of druids that now get to upcast an extra level due to her immediate presence.
Yeah, that's gonna be... I don't know if I would personally allow that.
If you want to, only if you want to.
I would take it and run, as Connor just said.
Just take it and go.
I will take it and run, but just so you're aware, I don't think you're aware of, like, the druid spell list nearly as... I know I'm very much aware of it.
You're very familiar with it. I'm more familiar with the ranger spell list.
We have Firestorm at level 7. That's what I'm trying to warn you about.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm saying, like, you can upcast from level 6 to level 7. Not
that's what
you
I mean.
can suddenly start casting
gotcha.
level 7. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I wanted to warn you about. Okay, cool.
So,
okay,
like, if
it just
you're
becomes
casting
a fire zone.
Yeah, if you're casting a level 6 spell, it can be upcast to level 7 instead.
You almost said Nyx can go scorched
8
earth.
storms of vengeance going off at once.
Yeah, that was gonna get scary.
Let's just evacuate the Cloudtop and let the storm do everything.
Let's just like have another
Better
witch.
yet, how about I just cast Meteor Swarm like 5 times?
I'm not yes! Sounds like I'm not needed. I'm gonna just go back and do
that's scary.
We just leave next to it.
High level
Next enter half a dozen hobos who eat bugs and think they can throw fireballs and actually can, apparently.
Yeah, we just make it look like the sun.
It's just the biggest, like, cloud of a middle finger at the rock.
So it's definitely a lot of the lower end druids like are going to stay at the bottom and protect things, where the higher
100%.
end druids are going to be on the airship making sure shit doesn't get too fucked.
So,
while you guys fight the rock.
yeah, in the meantime, until we're ready to do so, I'll keep trying to form the tree for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
That's kind of funny how you and I wind up working in tandem now.
Yes. I mean, the sun is necessary for plants to grow, so it makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, with these preparations, we will be well off, suited for the task at hand.
I mean, with all the preparations you've been planning, well, I think we're just fine.
Thank you.
You've been planning contingency for contingency.
Thank you.
I want to save our home.
We all want to. And that's why we're all working together.
However, for one moment, Citra will tug on Helena's arm real quick, and Arya just kind of for a moment, I need to talk to you.
Oh? Yes, of course. What is it?
She'll just hold up her hand, like, I fixed it. He said yes.
Oh. And there's still that very clear sadness in her eyes, and that hint of mischief isn't there anymore, but she immediately holds out her arms to hug her.
Yeah. give a hug back. She just knows that Helena did find some amusement out of it, so she's trying to give her something to giggle about, even if just a little bit.
Yep. And she'll whisper a soft congratulations.
After Helena and Citra are done hugging, Arya is going to absolutely just grapple Citra and spin her around in a huge bear hug.
The rest of the group just hears Citra go, just immediately spun around.
Congratulations! I'm so happy for you! Oh my god!
It's like, for a bard, you're surprisingly strong.
Get loved on!
It almost sounds like get left on and just spikes Citra to the ground.
Oh man. Arya will release her and grab her hand, squeeze them. I'm so happy for you!
Thank you. Trying to breathe again.
As soon as this whole commotion is over, I'm helping you plan, young lady.
Well, I assumed you'd all be invited. Now that she realizes everyone heard the screaming.
Arya just kind of sheepishly covers her mouth with her hand when she realizes that she was kind of making a scene.
She just takes her head like, I think my mom would love planning this with you.
Oh, we got work to do. Yeah. She and I, we're gonna have lots of conversations moving forward.
She can just feel the mom aura coming off of Arya right now. Like, oh.
Like 4
Very
different
maternal.
moms.
Yep.
Nyx.
Yes.
Make me a history or an arcana check for me real quick.
Okay.
I believe you get advantage because of foresight.
Yes. I don't have pluses in those right now, as I'm not using... Let's see. I just want to double check one of my abilities. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, borrowed knowledge. It takes a minute to cast, so I'm not using borrowed knowledge at the moment, so...
Okay.
These will just be flat advantages.
Okay.
Damn. I
Damn
guess
it.
it's a no.
You...
Could I help? No, I'm kidding.
No, I already have advantage.
Yeah.
Damn.
You find yourself scratching your head. You feel like that there's a missing piece to the question with the rock. You have a good spell to bring it down, but there's something missing. Something not taking into immediate account.
Okay, so we have the ice, which is just hitting it with fire, right?
Yeah.
Could I blind it too? Technically?
I don't know, but I'm trying to remember. We have the freezing effect that happens, which actually saved me from going overboard when we were flying, which was hilarious.
Yeah.
We have freezing effect.
So that's the restraint condition, from what I recall, which we're going to have freedom of movement for, to at least assist for that kind of situation. Gosh, I'm trying to remember everything. So we got the ice, we got trying to land it to the ground.
Salazar,
Let's
as
see.
you watch as Nyx kind of pick her own brain about this, you also bring up a little bit of your own memory, a bit of history with this thing. You know this thing is capable of dragging its wings around to cause much of its icier effects to kind of cover areas. While it wasn't too big of an issue on the ship, you get a faint feeling it is violent enough to probably try and knock things out of the air. Another big thing that you might notice is that since this creature is beyond the term of gargantuan, its strength is probably its greatest attribute, which will probably be the greatest uphill battle trying to get it bound back into the ground.
If Earthbind is the way we're going about this, we may have a bit of trouble. This creature's strength is, frankly, I haven't seen the like of it before. Even Alois, I think, was dwarfed in comparison to this. Since the Earthbind spell tests the strength of whoever is being cast on, we may need to weaken it somehow before it will take effect.
Good
I could
point.
try layering in some mind slivers onto it beforehand. That should
So
lower
we
its
need
defenses
to-
somewhat.
So fatiguing it. We need to find probably magical means of fatiguing it as well. Well, we could try to beat it to death, but that's our
Or at least
anyway.
shear away some of its stronger defenses before we attempt the Earthbind.
I have this.
Winry's got a few good spells that could probably help disable it a little.
I have. Would Destructive Wave really work on its armoring? It's a thunder damage. And radiant. She can upcast it. It is a 5th level, but she can upcast it.
It's true.
Shatter also destroys objects, but
Ooh, that's true.
it's
Shatter is such a
dependent
good
on
spell.
how we want to use that.
Is
'Cause,
Shatter psychic?
Shatter is thunder.
It's thunder
Thunder.
damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's
Sorry.
thunder damage, and I know that bards can use it. I used it a lot with Tonelli, so.
That
Thunder
depends.
specifically-
Does Arya already have it? Her spell sheet?
Which spell?
Shatter.
Shatter.
I don't think that I do.
Damn it.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Dang it.
I don't think I get it as a druid either, so...
So we're trying to figure out what can fuck up its strength.
Fuck up its strength, and then, remove some of its, shards. So those are the two things.
And what did you say its immunities were, Aaron?
It's immune to cold. It has resistance to most psychic, and it's mostly vulnerable to fire.
Okay, and you said it
and
can't
then-
be what?
Conditional immunities.
The most of the conditioned immunities are. Actually, this brings an interesting question because. Check Earthbind real quick.
Because Citra inspected the fuck out of the thing. So if Nick is asking this out loud, Citra would know some of this already. I have expertise in history.
So Earthbind doesn't cause a condition; it just is.
Yes.
Yeah.
It does not cause a condition, so you don't have to worry about the condition immunities.
No, and then
That
we've got-
particular spell, but
Well-
I'd still like to know the immunities.
so
Citra's knowledge.
So it can't be stunned, it can't be restrained, prone, poisoned, paralyzed, grappled, frightened, deafened, charmed, or blinded.
It can't be blinded.
No, it cannot.
Is there any way we could hit it with levels of exhaustion?
That is fatigue in this system. It does not have any immunities to fatigue. It has to land somewhere.
Okay, so essentially we can still do
If we could
Earthbind.
fatigue it, it'll probably make it easier for Earthbind to work on it.
Yeah.
Well,
Agreed.
even
And
if
then-
say we use Earthbind, Reloy can make it fail the initial save, so it just happens.
We still need to get through those resistances, though.
We have to what? Sorry, you went
The
out.
legendary resistances. We still have to get through. Those.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can make him fail it.
He can. Well, here's the thing. The challenge is strength is going to be its biggest stat here, and it will probably succeed its strength. And if you use it to fail the strength, it will then subsequently use a legendary resistance to overcome Reloy. However, let me see
Annoyed
here.
enough to chase me to the ground.
As lovely as an idea like that would be, let me double check your. Okay, so fatigue, cannot sprint, disadvantage on strength, dexterity, and constitution. That's level 2. Speed, half, and not unable to maintain fast travel pace. That's 3. Disadvantage on attack rolls, saving throws using strength, dexterity, or constitution, and unable to maintain normal travel pace. That's 4. 5, hit dice halved. 6, speed reduced to 5 feet and unable to maintain slow travel pace. And then 7, doomed. Doomed is just basically death.
I can make it have to use with save several times if my dice are nice to me by using my legendary on it several times. I can max out it. We have to get rid of its resources, which is natural.
Yes.
Does Salazar or like any of the spellcasters have things that would give it a fatigue?
I actually
don't think
personally.
So
player-wise-
anything that does exhaustion is going to do fatigue. Just so you know.
You know what I mean in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For your benefit.
You
There's
know the
sickening
spell Sickening
radiance.
Radiance.
Yeah, I don't have that.
The Salazar.
I can cast it once.
So we do it the right way, plan it in time, depending on what our initiatives are, at least anyway.
I need to read through some of my spells.
That's the other random aspect of this encounter is
Also,
knowing how.
Oh, well, I guess it's resistant to psychic damage. Never mind.
Yeah, it's resistant. That's why I was like, destructive wave can work because it's not psychic, to help kind of start fucking around with it.
Do you know how... I don't know if your knowledge touch knows this, but how well is its constitution?
How well was its constitution, actually? We did find that out.
I believe we mentioned earlier.
I believe it had a pretty solid constitution, somewhere, I would say...
So it's, what, con, dex, and strength-based?
less than 20, more than 15. Let's say it like that. Its strength, more than 25, but less than 30.
And then its speed?
Its speed... Please excuse me as I pull up the sheet again. Because I just put it away.
Sorry, I'm asking because the next thing I'm going to ask is... Yeah.
It has 120 feet of flight. Then it could just walk for 20.
Yeah. So it sounds like its con, speed, and strength are really strong. However, Arya, don't you have spells that also do, like... Well, no, it's psychic damage, if I remember correctly, when you used my flute. That one spell you used to, like, completely stupefy that demon in one shot.
Yes.
Dumb.
Feeble mind.
Yeah, feeble mind. It's resistant, though? Not immune, right?
Make sure that the spell itself says that if the creature is resistant, then the spell doesn't work, because that sometimes happens.
Yeah.
If it's resistant to psychic, then it may not work. And also on top of that, feeble mind is more for like stopping spellcasters from doing things.
Yeah, but wait, Arya.
It doesn't It doesn't say, I don't think. It says, you bless the mind of a creature that you see within range. And shatters like. And it just has to make an intelligence saving.
Haha.
Okay.
But also, you have your binding ability when you're in your god form.
Oh yeah, your strength.
Yeah.
Strings of the songstress.
Strings of the songstress.
Which you don't have to recharge for because you're older.
Exactly.
I know that sounds offensive, but like I don't need it to be.
You're old, Aria.
You're old.
It's fair. She's been a goddess.
Your
for
age
days.
is like a fine
She
wine.
is old.
She's had 150 years of practice.
Yeah. So if I can put Visbin's shield on her to give her extra help to not deal with the concentration on it, and then that's a pretty good.
I also have the ability Flesh to Stone. That's why I was asking about his constitution.
Okay, because
the
petrified is not
restraint-
one of them.
Yeah. Restraint is part of the Flesh to Stone beginning part of the condition, but that's not what I'm going for. I'm trying to go for that petrified part, which is like the 3 turns bit. So,
So you really have to get it to.
I can do
Yeah.
that.
yeah. So,
At minimum, this might force him to use a few resistances.
Yeah, we keep hitting him hard enough that makes him have to use that save.
yes.
Yeah, because reading Flesh to Stone, after he fails the first one, he has to continuously make saves or fail saves to see whether or not he turns to stone. So that could burn up the legendary resistances with just that one spell.
Yeah.
That is your concentration for the fight, though.
Yeah, I think I might have one of the druids that coming with us might be their like only job.
Your job is to be my shield.
Hold on, I need to actually look up how many spells they have. So I'm writing
druids.
I'm writing so many things down.
I would say, like, for flavor
Oh.
text, if we're about ready to fight soon, though, Seeker will start making those arrows for Elena.
You said they were 12th to 13th level druids, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
They only
Flesh
have
to Stone
one.
is a 6th level spell, so they can all cast it.
Yeah.
They can all cast it, but only once. So they only get one shot to cast it.
But that's a
And they
lot
don't
of shots
have-
to cast it.
They probably don't have the spell save. Like, they don't have the high spell save that Nyx has. That's the thing. Is like...
However, it is that needing to be rolled on 8 times.
Yeah.
And,
or
like,
he's-
One of them will get through.
What I can do is I'm probably
That's a
going to
matter of
use
numbers.
I'm going to use a druid stat block and then kind of bring it up to a certain CR that kind of levels them around the 12 to 13 range.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So
that works for me.
I will actually give you a stat block for that.
Cool. I will make sure that they just have, like, similar spells that they are all pulling from, so you'll know which spells that...
Okay. Just
They all have.
Send me a short list of what they can cast, and then I will figure out what they can do in a day.
Sounds good. So Flesh to Stone is their 6th level spell that they're probably going to be used, so they're not going to focus on any of the healing. Or at least they're not going to have the heal spell, guys. That's what I just want to warn you about. So you won't be relying on them for heals.
No, I can heal people. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, you're going to be focused on healing.
I'm back!
I'm back!
You're back without the restriction of healing hurts.
Yeah, shit sucks.
I think that might end up being their concentration spell as well. If, like, one of them ends up casting it. So they're, like, basically... one of them is going to do it at a time during the rounds.
So in the meantime, we have to designate an area to bring the bird down.
Yeah.
I put the map in the group chat if you want to plan according to that.
Let's see.
Like, there's a nice open space just to the east.
So you're saying we could just
Or
drop it
something.
on over? Sorry. Sorry.
I actually might have some good news for you, Ray.
Oh.
We like good news.
Okay. Here, I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna send you a picture real quick.
Order.
This is gonna come out of a Monster Menagerie book here. This might be. Let's see. I can use this as a base.
Okay.
I can give
Okay.
Elena
We can use that as a base, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
12 of those spears. Technically.
Alright. We'll just say 12 light spears.
Yep. I will click it again so you can see the damage, so you can copy that down. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do it that way, but there you go. They all do 4d4. It's going to be fire damage. Citra is going to use her sorcery points to shift them to fire damage.
4d4, okay.
And it's just a bonus action to use them, if you should need.
Alrighty.
So, in your term, because you're a fighter rogue, action for an attack, another attack for extra attack, and then bonus action.
Yep. And then bonus action attack, yes.
Yeah.
And you said 12 of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Use them wisely.
Indeed. Would Leodon be able to make fire/explosive arrows as well?
I can.
Ooh.
Actually,
I can cast a spell fire arrows.
Yeah.
It's concentration up to 1 hour, just as a heads up.
Yeah, no, I'm saying just
so
I'm
have to
saying
be
this
preemptive.
now. Yeah, she'll do it preemptive to it. I'm just saying that for just so that Helena
For knowing,
has,
for now. Yeah.
So we're not like, how many was that again? You know.
Okay, and then I can just upgrade this base as a. Let's see, 4th level spellcaster, so I just need to upgrade that to. I'm gonna say 12, just for my sake. Okay. But yeah, yeah, what I'll do, I'll just use the A5E base for the druid.
Okay.
And then I'll take it to the home brewery, and then we'll upgrade it from there.
Sounds good, sounds good. Let's see. And I'm reading through some of the spells. I haven't added all of the druid spells from A5E yet, so I might be missing out on some spells.
Oh yeah. Feel free to send them throughout the week, and then I'm gonna have to see how.
Oh no, yeah, I just need to
can
read through
print
them
that.
again because I have read through them. I just need to reread them. Remind
Oh,
myself.
I'm also gonna have to reprint Leodon.
Oh no!
Oh no, you're
not-
going to have to reprint Leodon,
Print
and I'm going to
me.
have to paint him? Oh no, what a travesty. I
I
did not
gotta,
get to paint Leodon's
Ye must
model
print
before.
me.
I gotta make the tiny version of Leodon, along with a bunch of tiny versions of druids.
Yeah.
Yay!
Tiny
Just like print them
Leodon?
out with like a green
That seems
filament or
unfeasible.
something. I don't know. Just
I'd also
just make them easy to see.
I'll print them in clear, and then I'll just hit them with a green airbrush.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I can
Now
make
we-
sure that you didn't miss any spots on him.
We get to do a fight against the person that's not impossible to defeat this time around.
Nah, they're still tough.
They're still tough, but not impossible. And I can
They're
get-
not going down without a relatively cataclysmic fight.
Keep in mind. Wait, no, I think freedom of movement helps with that. Hold on, I want to double check. I don't remember.
I'm
what
also
the
going
is.
to boop Leodon with Death Ward, just in case. Like, no dying.
Just reach up and tap his nose.
She can't reach his nose!
He has to bend down.
Yeah.
Well, she also can fly a little, so I imagine a little flutter up would not hurt.
She doesn't have the wings out right now, unless she's flying around the tree, just so that she doesn't.
She can jump,
people.
right? I'm
Yes.
trying to make it silly.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's more like she'd probably take his hand and give it a good squeeze and be like, "No dying. I've lost enough people right now."
That's very fair, but I also don't plan on dying.
But I know it's kind of funny considering I was the one that died last time.
Can't reduce the paralyzed or restrained. You spend 5 to escape from non-magical restraints and grapples. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll still have to use movement to get out, but I think that's fine. There's nothing else that could help restrict that other than magical items.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I
Drew-
did not mean for that.
Whoops.
Oh.
So
What did you do, Aaron?
I closed the book.
Whoops.
Do you know how big this thing is?
It's
Yes,
a
I have
hefty
history
boy.
books about that thing.
It's a very hefty boy.
Yeah, no, like
3, 1.
it's a solid 3 pounds.
That's a possible murder weapon.
Okay,
Dude, that's
so
more than 3 pounds.
Just
I
like
just made
Berserk.
I could stop an intruder from shooting me and then bludgeon him with the thing that I defended myself with.
Okay, no.
that thick.
No, do not test that. Mythbusters already proved that no, it's not thick enough for that sort of thing.
Teehee.
For a 45, absolutely not.
Yeah, no.
I think it's like closer to like a 9 mil. We'll be fine.
Okay, so druids, the 12th level druids have 4 level 1 spells, 3 level 2 spells, 3 level 3 spells, 4 level 3 spells, or excuse me, 3 level 4 spells, and then 2 level 5 spells, and then 1 level 6 spell.
Okay. And then
So it's 4, 3,
you'll
3, 3, 2, 1.
yeah, and then you'll just send me what the spell list will be.
Yes. Let's see. We already know that some of those spells, like, we know that these druids are not going to be doing damage per se. They're going to be doing assistance for the most part. I don't know if you are allowing part of that spell list to be healing, or if us as a team should be doing healing on ourselves.
I will probably imbue the notion that you guys should focus on healing yourselves.
Okay.
Mainly because what it sounds like, especially with this plan, is that you guys are proactively, receiving the assistance of like certain benefit spells that will be far more important to do. Where those who do have healing spells within your party, you're, these two mostly.
Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And a little bit of this one as well.
Yeah, and the fact that Deetra's god form gives you the what do you call it? Beacon of Hope attribute to it, so you can full heal with like the max heal of whatever it is you're using, if you're within her range, which is like, I think still 30 feet. So
Yee.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so... Whoa! Hold on. Give me a second. I need to read this.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Hold on. I'm gonna just post it for now.
ooh, flying speed, but that's also concentration.
But this is something that the druids can cast on us.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
You can find additionally you have advantage on the ability checks to avoid being grappled and all saving throws against being restrained or paralyzed. Spawn an attack with this spell in effect. You use a 60 feet in an unoccupied space you can see. This movement takes you out of the range of triggering the triggering spell or attack. You are unaffected by it. Spell ends and you reappear. Oh, so you get like a freebie, not be hit by this thing.
Yeah, and then the spell ends immediately.
Yeah.
So if anybody who can't fly uses that, they start falling. So
just yell if you need
us. Be wary, yeah. Just keep that in mind.
It's a freebie, but
yeah.
So
I think we're good then. I think we're prepared for the most part.
Yeah, I will write down the spells for each of the druid things. Let's see. Do I want them to use their 4th level spells to cast freedom of movement on everybody?
It would help.
Probably.
I can cast it on myself currently. So that's one out of the way.
Yeah, I think between the druids, they're gonna have a deficit in some of their spells just to buff the party members. So they'll be going in with fewer spells, but I will make sure to list those off.
4th level. Freedom of movement's 4th level, so we can cast freedom of movement on all of us. I can cast it on everybody here.
4th level is where we have to actually start losing our spell slots. Or 3rd level and lower.
It's 3rd level lower, yeah.
Yeah, is when we get freebies. So for those spells, I will be casting buffs on everybody, but any druid buffs on everybody, and having our other druids like holding off for like using those spells for very particular things if needed.
Yeah. Does everybody want me to cast Bless again now that we have the option for it?
It might be nice.
Okay.
I think that's very nice.
Yeah.
Oh no, hiccups.
So everybody gets to roll that D4 on their shit. So you'll have that. It is concentration, but I will do my best. So it's an attack roll or saving throw, you can throw that on too.
Alright. So, preparations coming to an end. Nyx.
Yes.
You take a note as the air becomes less frosted and your breaths become less, or become more transparent. You begin to notice a feeling from the world tree as its branches become unhindered by most of the ice down here. You also feel as though it can drop something, a gift. Something that you can command.
I go up to the base of the world tree.
As you connect, you can detect a prepared effort of rapid growth and life. A number of creatures that you can bring forth as this very special spell that you have developed for a moment like this, which you can cast freely once without consuming a spell slot for it. As Forest Guardians can be summoned as I believe it's 4 Trents you get?
Let's see. Forest Guardians.
It's something that we were developing over time. I was waiting for the right moment for this.
Oh, are you talking about that 9th level spell from A5E?
I believe so.
Oh,
Oh,
That's fucking called...
Forest Army. What?
Are we sending the Ents into battle?
I
Lord of
can't
the
send them
Rings.
up to fly. That's why I was like, I
Well,
was gonna...
you can. Well, you can definitely conjure them once you guys reach the top. Is what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
Ooh.
So you do not need to expend a 9th level spell for this. Hold on. I believe it's
And I think I already made an NPC
Forest Army.
for it. And
See.
then I made Growth Swarm. That's what it's
Yeah.
called.
Gargantuans.
It's at the very bottom, underneath your PDFs.
Yeah. So you just get one of those for free.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
That's gonna be very helpful for the Tarask, for sure, I bet. And if we get the rock on the ground. That's a big if, because it's resistant to restraint kind of stuff, but... Yipper!
Yeah. So this this is going to be made available to you once you guys get up to the top, but yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hooray!
As you feel by the command of this tree, you can connect to the earth. And you can feel it want to fight. To fight an infection.
Nyx gives the tree a hug. It's just
Oh.
like, it's like, I'll protect you, don't worry.
And with that, as
A tiny little vine grows and just wraps around in the hug.
As with that, the final of it all is going to be where we end today's session.
Yay!
As the final
Forest
preparations,
Army!
the Ents are going to war.
The Ents are going to war.
Lord of the Rings intensifies.
So,
Oh man, that's exciting.
so
That's a big spiel.
That is a very big spiel.
you guys had trouble with the rock before. This can still lean either which way, depending on how destructive it's gonna get, because keep in mind, you guys were still fighting phase 1 rock initially, so let's...
But we're also
Advised,
still gods.
This was episode 22 we last saw that rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So.
been 21 episodes since then.
Time to get revenge. Guess what?
Alright,
How
so...
appropriate. We saw it at 22, now we're seeing it at 44.
Oh,
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, it is kind of funny.
Alright.
I just imagine Helena showing up on the ship holding all these fires, like, I can't come at me, bitch!
I'm an unhappy camper and I need to kill things.
I'm venting and you're my target.
Alright, so...
Just let me know if you need more.
With that being said, as you guys about to head into war, we're going to jump on into some relatively quick announcements. And then, we'll be fighting Rot next week.
Boy.
Yeah.
Boy.
That's
Even
not just
Frankie's
a rock.
excited.
I am so excited to beat this thing and then get that
Right,
darn
Flea?
bird out of the house.
Alright.
Leodon gets to witness all these people become gods in front of him.
Yes. Alright. So, that being said, we're going to jump on into some relatively quick announcements and then we're going to head on off. But first things first, I don't have too much to announce for. Everyone already knows what I'm doing as of late, and I'm just going to be extremely busy with a whole bunch of stuff. I'm also going to be a bit busy with this whole fight. I kind of have an idea for what's going to be happening next. But we're reaching the end of this campaign fairly quickly, and Caitlin, we might be having a further conversation because I know you said that you are now infinitely more free than you were before.
Oh, yes,
So
I am.
We'll be probably
We get
seeing...
more Helena crazy? Let's go!
We'll probably be seeing her a bit more throughout the rest of the campaign.
We get more moms. More moms!
Alright. Well then, that being said, that's going to be it for me. So, Connor.
It's me. I'm Distortion Devil. I play Salazar, the Yuan-Ti Necromancer, and Roloy, the...
And Leodon.
And Leodon, that's correct. I play all of them. And you can find me on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Tumblr, and Blue Sky at Distortion Devil. I stream on Twitch every day except Wednesday and Saturday. And you can find all of my TTRPG content over at youtube.com/devilsanddicerolls and patreon.com/devilsanddicerolls. That's about it for me. Blue, how you now?
Hi, it's me, Blue. I'm doing okay. I have been busy working on all the next campaign stuff. We're almost done with it. Now I just gotta work on stuff with Ray. That's gonna be fun. Other than that, you can see me streaming on Fridays at 8 p.m. and Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on my Twitch channel, which is my name again, Blue Casacate. And you'll see stuff posted on my Blue Sky under the same name. Or if you want to see some early stuff or sketch concepts, you can also follow my Patreon under the same name. Shocker! I can't say anything else because everything else is for campaign stuff for the next one. So I'm gonna toss it over to Mel. Grandpa, wake up!
Hi, I'm Sir Malervik. You can find my Twitch, Twitter, and Blue Sky at Sir Malervik. But beyond that, I don't really have anything that I do aside from show up in my friends' streams. So I'm gonna toss it over to Caitlin. How are you doing?
Caitlin C37. You can find me basically everywhere at Caitlin C37. I do art. I have an Etsy for people who want art or goodies and things like that. So, you can just find all my stuff. Find all my stuff there. That's it for me. Tyra.
Hey! You can find me on that or not a whole lot going on for me. At least not yet. So
We're getting there.
yeah, I guess find me there for when stuff does happen.
Yeah.
Alright. On to Ray.
Howdy, I'm Ray, also known as Key Ink and Calligraphy Ink on various platforms. I will be mostly hanging out with friends on various channels and stuff like that while catching up on commissions and artworks that need to be completed. Other than that, yeah, just gonna pass it on to Kendra.
Hi everyone, I'm Kendra. You can find me at Transient Day on either Blue Sky or Tumblr. Mostly what I'm going to be doing this week is making sure that minis all get painted and focusing on schoolwork.
Yeah.
Because, oh my gosh, I am in week 7 of my week 8 program, and oh my gosh.
You've got this. I've got faith in you.
Oh, yeah, and I also have to review the episode notes where we last encountered the rock. So that's going to be a fun side project.
Yes!
Oh, boy.
I think aside from that, please check out our sponsors, Volante and Ian Publishing. Now, while Volante has some amazing clothes, they also have a few other cool little goodies, so go check them out. And Ian Publishing, I actually gave a try of their new character sheet preparing for the new campaign, so I kind of like it. It makes a lot more sense after you play with it for a bit, so hey, I say it's worth checking out.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well then, that being said, nothing else pressing?
Please like and subscribe.
Of course.
And we're going to throw rocks at a rock.
Fair enough. All right. Well then, that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We hope you stay safe out there. We love you, and as always, see you next Sunday. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.